Nothing on this show is authorized by the Food and Drug Administration, and nothing said here is intended to treat, cure, prevent, or diagnose any disease. Contact your physician before starting a diet or exercise regimen, including supplementation. This is not medical advice and is for entertainment purposes only.
And we're back to the Suppworks podcast here in Conroe, Texas. It's a Friday evening. The sun's gone down. We got some vibes kicking it here. We're back from Supply Side West. That was an interesting time. But we're rolling on through the rest of the year. And just like the last podcast we had, unfortunately, Joey can't be here this time. He booked some concert tickets or something in some other state or country. I don't know. He's gone. He ain't here. He didn't show up. Boo Joey, right?
You're just playing. Down the floor.
So we booked some guests here, some great guests, friends of ours, people that we've been working with for a while. We have Dylan and Cannon here with the TVG group, right? Is that right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I said Vision
the Visionary
last time.
Group, TVG.
TVG.
Yeah,
Okay.
Most people call us TVG.
All right. So if you guys remember, we did a podcast earlier in the year with Pat, who is the other co-founder and CEO of TVG. Cannon is more of like, and Dylan are more of like the creative side of advertising, which they have a completely different sort of landscape of roles what they do. And obviously they all kind of intermingle, but where Pat usually talks about more like the high level sort of strategy stuff, you guys got guys like Cannon and Dylan here who are doing a lot of the day-to-day work, right? I may be wrong, but yeah.
We can say that. Yeah, so I'm CMO. So I do all things like marketing for TVG. So all of our ads, you see Pat's YouTube videos, all that stuff, managing that. But yeah, more on like the performance creative side. Dylan does a lot of like the creative of like creative studio, kind of like some stuff that you guys do, but around that same.
Help make the content that gets turned into ads.
Exactly. I say, Dylan, make this, and he knows how to do it.
Yeah.
I'm not too technical with cameras and stuff. That's all Dylan.
Well, I mean, there's a lot to be said about that. That's really interesting that a lot of people... When you talk about ads with a guy like Pat, he's talking about like LTVs and, you know,
CAC and all those fun things people love to talk about.
You're getting into more like spreadsheet data, right? You're looking at numbers, performance numbers, and like how that affects dollar spend and how that affects ROAS. And
that's like what we like to consider ourselves of performance marketers. Like we're not just marketers. Performance marketers, like driving results, looking at the data, you know, that's
right.
We're here to make you money at the end of the day.
But the whole other side of that is you got to make creative.
Exactly. Yes.
And that's usually the stuff that everyone sees, right?
Yeah.
And people think about when they think about ads for the most part. I know because we deal with it here. But there's a lot of strategy that goes into that too, from like a whole production standpoint. And it doesn't have everything. It's not just what camera are you using or what light are you using. It's like the script and where are the touch points and where's the offer and like how all that stuff is scripted out, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully you guys both can speak on a little bit of that kind of stuff because that's something that I personally sort of lack on. Like I understand that it's important, but the moment I start like getting into that, I just like draw a blank and I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just trying to make it look pretty, you know?
Yeah.
So where do you begin? First of all, where'd you start?
Just my backstory where I started in marketing and stuff.
Yeah. So I'm going to crack this open.
Yeah. So I kind of got my start a while back in the fitness space.
You gotta smell it.
I went to the store and I just said, hey, get me the most badass whiskey you can find. And they brought that out. So I had to get that and some cigars, some stogies. I'm a big stogie guy. Right. But so I started in the fitness space. Back in 2019, I was actually playing college football. That was my thing. And 2020, COVID happened, stopped playing football, whatever. Started a clothing brand. I know you and Pat talked about it a little bit before, but that's what got me into the fitness space. And so did that, scaled it up over like a year, made a lot of connections with influencers, with brands, you know, especially in Dallas, there's a lot of like sports nutrition brands there. So made a lot of friends there, met with Pat. He actually ran our ads for my brand. I saw all of his like what he knew for marketing, very technical. I didn't know all too much. So we partnered and I was like, hey, dude, I have the connections. We can get like these really dope people in the door, clients. And so brokered those intros. We made TVG back in 2022. And so that was pretty much what led us here today. Yeah.
So, were you in college when you were playing football?
Yeah. So I played Division III football in Arkansas for a semester. And then I transferred to Texas Tech, actually.
Oh, cool.
And I walked on there, and that was 2020. So I thought I was going to, all 4 years, I was still a freshman. So thought I was going to play there for all 4 years, whatever. Made the team, was doing spring practice, and then COVID. And so I was just in Lubbock, Texas, which I went there for football.
Yeah.
And then I was like, fuck, I'm
rough.
in Lubbock, Texas.
That's rough.
You know, and so I was like, what the fuck do I do? And I always wanted, I saw like Gymshark, I saw people traveling around doing that. I'm like, that's what I want to fucking do. I want to travel around with friends, go to the gym, make content. That's what I want to do. So that's what I did. And after like a year, we made it some money, and my parents like, what the fuck is going on? Filled our entire garage with clothes, shipping this stuff out, so I kind of learned. I didn't learn from school any of that stuff. I just made a Shopify store, did that, scaled it, and then I was like, hey, Mom, Dad, I think I can do this the rest of my life, and so did that, and yeah, we're here today.
Very cool. Well, at least they didn't like shut you down,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're the type of parents that are like, hey, you got to go to school and stuff. But they saw like the numbers, they saw what I was doing. And then I was like, I kind of got out of like the brand stuff. I got into the marketing, like actually servicing other business and like doing what I did to my business, to other companies. Cause that's what I think was huge is I was 20 years old at the time. So there's not too many young people in the space. And that's kind of where everything blew up is TikTok and Instagram and the creative, the ads, all that. And you need to have like, just bring new life into this stuff. And so that's
there's
kind of
totally like a changing of the guard.
Yeah.
And I feel like kind of like guys like me and Joey are sort of like in the mix of it all the time because we get, the old cats, the old school dudes that have been doing this for 20 years and they've got all distribution connections, but they're like having a real hard time with retail now, which back in the day they were like retail legends, you know, and, get to learn the game from them, at least the supplement game and the consumer game. And then there's this whole new direct consumer world where you got these brands that like have completely taken over because they're killing it with their performance marketing essentially. And we've learned that like now the new wave is like retailers, they want to see engagement online in order to bring them into the stores. Now there's a few unicorns out there that are different, and there's some people listening. You know who you are, who could do without it. But for the most part, you need some sort of advertising strategy. You need some sort of online presence, and you need to have this what we call the halo effect. Where like you're creating all this engagement and buzz online, where you're driving traffic and you're getting conversions online, but that trickles down to these other retailers, which like retailers is where like scale really, really happens in like large volume, right? Especially like the big box stores. But you're never going to land those unless you're the unicorn, unless you like have some sort of, what I call collateral mass, some snowball effect.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We see with our clients time and time again and partners is like it works synergistically. Like the bigger you get in scale on D2C, the more presence that you have, the more you're going to sell on retail because your brand is recognizable. They walk in, it sells itself. And that's what retailers want is just like want brands in there that just sells itself.
They want foot traffic.
Yeah.
They want people to walk through the door and say, hey, I'm looking for this.
Exactly.
And the only way they ever get that is if they learned about it somewhere else.
Yeah.
So that's why what you guys do is really important. And I recommend you guys a lot because you guys are really good at it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah.
So kind of just getting into the creative stuff, like how do you go about strategizing creative for, let's say a new brand comes in a portfolio?
Yeah.
And first of all, like where do they need to be to start? Like where do they need to be at sales? Where do they need to be with their website? Like what type of budget do they need to be reasonable about? And like how do you now curate the content specifically for the brand and the products and the offers associated with them, and like how do you diversify and differentiate them, or are they all basically templated to be the same?
No. So if you were to come to us, so say we work with, that's our main thing. We build marketing engines.
I got an idea.
Yeah.
Let's use core culture as an example.
Okay.
So like we don't do crap. We don't do nothing.
Yeah.
We should, but we don't. But like I've already talked to my partners about coming to you guys, and like we've discussed it. So, so like if I were, let's do like a pitch so everyone could hear like what would it be like. So we've got core culture, right? Mm-hmm. They do okay in the retail setting. It like our direct consumer's not crazy. We don't put any money behind it. It just kind of exists there.
Yeah.
And it gets daily sales, but it's not like it's like hockey sticking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like if I were to come to you guys and wanted to like get that hockey stick moment, like where would we start?
Yeah. Okay. So for a brand like you, say, comes to us, the first thing that we're going to do before we do anything, before I tell you anything, is go into your accounts, see your data that you have. Most of the brands that we work with are doing at least $25,000 a month on D2C channel, because you should be spending at minimum $10,000 a month on ads to like truly start to test and stuff. I'll explain why that is the reason later, but we're going to dive into your ad accounts, see what you have. So if you have history, we're going to dive through, look at all the data. Like you said, Pat is the numbers guy, but we're going to look at your customer acquisition cost is the biggest thing that is going to drive our decision-making on ads, because we're trying to acquire customers at the lowest price point, obviously, because you're going to get more customers for less dollars. You're going to be able to spend more, because then if you're able to acquire a customer for, say, a like profitable first purchase on ads, then it's like, why not scale spend? Because you're making money on that first purchase. You can reinvest that back into ad spend, scale, keep testing.
So what's a driving parameter of customer acquisition? Is it the cost of goods sold on the product, what they're offering?
No. So like in the ad account, so say if we're like in a Meta ad account right now, like on Facebook ads, there's like a line item of customer acquisition costs. So how much spend it takes to get someone to purchase, a product. Mm-hmm. So we do take in consideration like the cost of goods sold and all that stuff, and have to make, targets based off that. So you want to say it costs you $10 to make a product. You're selling it for $40, to break even, you got to spend $30 to acquire a customer. That's break even. If we spend $20 to acquire a customer, it costs you $10, to ship it, to make the product, all that. You're making $10 on that first purchase. That's awesome, because that's when lifetime value kind of kicks in, because if you're able to acquire them, get you in their ecosystem, and then get your lifetime value up, say they make 2, 3, 4 purchases on average, your average client, then it's like, it's a no-brainer to start scaling at that point, because you're getting these people profitably. You're able to reinvest that because everyone is spending on Meta. It's a competition of spend and creative and stuff. And so that's why creative is huge, because like just recently there's something called the Andromeda update that just happened on Meta. So basically they just updated their algorithm to, you can't just, what differentiates a good ad account and a bad ad account is the creative testing, because you then, once you start optimizing to lower your customer acquisition costs, you say there's 5 ads in that you're testing against each other. They're competing against each other. You take the one with the lowest customer acquisition cost, then you start scaling that one. And then you start having that one compete against 5 others. Take the lowest customer acquisition cost one out of that and scale that. And then, does that make sense? Yeah. So they're like competing against each other to get that lower customer acquisition cost.
Okay.
Is basically the game.
Okay.
And that's why creative is so huge, because that's like what's competing against one another. And that's why you got to test so many hooks and angles and types, because that's what the algorithm wants, is diversity in ad creatives. And that's what you want people to see, so many different things, rather than like a static ad that says, hey, just buy a product. You actually have to give them a reason to purchase a product from you.
So explain a hook. So you guys did a lot of shooting of this stuff today, right?
Yeah.
That's why you're down here?
Yeah. Yeah, we just came from Alphaland shooting with Alphaland. It's one of our clients. So
when you're making an ad, so what is their ad for? For signups, for gym
memberships? So it's like, 20% off your first month. Like that's the call to action.
Right. So the hook would be kind of like the first couple seconds?
Yeah. Yeah, so it'd be like, welcome to the best gym in Texas. And then we explain reasons why, because they have outdoor saunas and they got cold plunges and it's an oasis. They got a retail front. You can hang out with your friends, shoot hoops, give them reasons out of why they should be there, and then give them the call to action. So,
and as far as like so that's the audio, that's the copy.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the visual?
So there's so many different ways you can cut it. So with what we did, so Dylan's shooting, he's getting drone footage, he's getting B-roll, he's getting all that supplementary content. So that's going to be like overlaid on the whole thing. So you can cut it up so many different ways of, iPhone style. We had them, film on the iPhone, be like, hey, come here. And it looks like organic and stuff. Then super professional stuff. And it's going to be overlaid with drone footage. They're going to talk about, oh yeah, we got this outdoor gym with the 10 garage doors and you get fresh air. And then there's going to be a drone shot of it and like people hanging out doing that. So it's like super visually, you would just want people to stick around. And so that's why it's going to have like audio, visual.
Every 2 to 3 seconds.
Yeah, it's just always going to be changing.
A lot of cuts.
Even like whenever he's saying, oh, we have the 10 garage door bays. It's like him saying that.
I pictured a Zoom.
Exactly. It's like as soon as you hear him say, we have 10, whenever he starts saying the 10 garage door bays, instead of just letting him talk, like pop up a video of the drone video of the 10 garage door bays.
So I pictured, just when he said that, like a really wide shot and then like a quick zoom. What do you call those?
Pop zoom?
Yeah, like a pop zoom where it goes to it, where it's real close, and then 2 seconds later it goes to the next thing he's talking about.
Exactly. We got B-roll for anything he said. We have B-roll for
we were there for 8 hours. We should probably shot like actual audio stuff for 3 or 4 hours, but the rest of the time was just B-roll, iPhone stuff.
So when you're strategizing this, are you coming up with a list of hooks?
Yeah. So that's the biggest thing that we're going to test is the hook, because then it's just like, okay, how many people can we just capture in? That's the biggest thing for anything. Like we're filming for YouTube, when you're filming for Instagram, it's the same thing for ads. You're going to test a bunch of different hooks, see which one, is going to capture people and like stop the scroll.
And with shooting with Christian and Heidi, it's a cheat code for stopping the scroll because
they're them. Yeah.
Their faces are the scroll stopper. People stop to watch them.
You're going to see Christian Guzman and just stop.
It's a cheat code. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really helpful. Kind of going back to the core culture thing, like if you were to pitch it, like we don't have an influencer. We don't have a face. So it's like, how do you do that?
Honestly, so it is a cheat code like that, but people like, it's so hard because if you're a creative, you're going to think, like you kind of said, like make stuff look pretty, all that. For performance marketing, it does not matter.
No, I've seen people get like 20,000 sales and they like did some selfie
it can
in
look
their car.
It can look so shitty, but like people want real, authentic shit, So if you get a really good UGC creator, so for example, we have like hundreds of UGC creators in sort of like our roster that we're going to connect with you. So we're going to break down. So say core culture, we're going to have you fill out, you're going to be onboarding. We're going to give you a type form and you're going to fill out everything about your customer avatar. What do they do? Where, what job, how much money are they making? What's their job? What do they like to do on their free time? We're going to find those specific pain points because so many, especially in sports nutrition, it's so saturated. Like we ask people, okay, what is your unique selling proposition? Because what's going to make you different from the rest? We don't want every client being the same, like you said, like cookie cutter.
How do you like?
Yeah,
but you have to template it, but you need all the creative to be different.
Yeah, you got to be different. You got to have a USP. It's not, we just taste good. No. Yeah. You have to actually, we're going to solve a problem, So we have brands that sell like sleeping and cortisol supplements and stuff like that. And then we're going to be, for the cortisol supplements, target busy moms that, come back home from work and they have to deal with their kids and they want to relax and be stress-free. Oh, we're going to sell you cortisol. And like, this is how you solve those problems from coming back home from work and, chilling out, whatever. You can drink a glass of wine too, but so have a cortisol supplement.
Well, like when we design brands, as we do the avatar thing too, like, it's probably not as actually in depth as what y'all do it. Yeah. Because we just kind of want to generally know like what age group, like what are their general hobbies and stuff like that. I feel like performance marketing gets really granular.
Yeah, very.
Because you guys get so much more data. Like it's like, what credit card they're using. Yeah. Like what zip code they're buying in. There's all these, I've been in the back end of Meta and like, it's overwhelming for me. I'm just like, oh God, I could be here forever.
Yeah. I wouldn't say I'm too technical. Like, so we have so we have like creative strategists, and then we have media buyers, people that are in the accounts, like structuring the ad account. That's like a whole nother beast of its own. But what I explained about like the competition of the ads, that's like the easiest way to explain like what goes on in the ad account.
Yeah, you're A/B testing.
Yeah.
And you're trying to find your winner, your winning horse, and then you find it a new slate of things to like compete against.
And that's because the algorithm is so good on Meta. Like so many people try to mess with like the targeting and all that stuff. It's just it can find the person that you're trying to speak to if you're just talking about it in the creative. So it's not about like the structure of the ad accounts and all that stuff. Like, yes, it's too many. You just don't want to fuck it up.
Yeah.
So many people, we go into the ad accounts, we're like, guys, you're doing too much. The algorithm is so good. They put billions of dollars into this, you know, to make it the best. It's the best algorithm. You know, they have so much information. So it's just all about the creative. That's you're competing against creative with other people.
So there's hook, there's some sort of body contextual, which I guess is like associative to like either you're solving a problem or you're inciting some sort of what would be the word? You're trying to incite some sort of emotion. And then there's the offer.
Yep.
So there's kind of like three pieces, right? So the first part's like, I got your attention. This is the problem that we're solving or the thing that we do or the thing that's wrong. And then here's our solution to it. And by the way, this is how much it'll cost you. This is the deal that you're going to get.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Do you test different offers too?
Oh, 100%. So that's what we want to find, a winning offer. So obviously you look at all the brands here, we're going to try to find your staple product. Like what is your hero offer? What's your best product? What's your best margin? Like we really want to get into detail there because obviously we want to have crazy margin on that. Running it back of why is because for Meta, it's an acquisition channel. So a lot of agencies like to retarget and all this, but what we're trying to do is acquire new customers for you. So it's like an intro offer.
Yeah.
We want to present the best, give them the best thing so they stick around, keep buying. Awesome. We just acquired a customer. Sweet. So that's the biggest thing that we're trying to do. So have a welcome offer, a pre-workout stack, whatever. What's unique to you? What's your best product? How can we increase the average order like cart value? Average order value is a huge thing. So then if we can get it to $150, discount it a little bit, have crazy margin on it, then we can spend more to acquire a customer. And it's easier for us, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So, all right. Again, I'm going to use the core culture thing because I think everyone it'll help.
Yeah.
So like our test booster, which it's kind of tough because I guess some things kind of don't fly on Meta.
No, I mean, we've done test booster supplements
they say pills pay the bills, right? Supplements. So like our test boosters probably our lowest cost, highest margin product. So like, I think it's like a 70-something% margin. It's pretty good. Like at retail it is. So it's probably way higher than direct to consumer. So like if I were to say, hey, we really want to focus on the test booster, where would we begin on that?
Okay. So we would probably, we could run just the test booster itself, like just to test and like really just like refine that. But if it's like, okay, let's look at what do people stack with the test booster? What are people shopping with the test booster? Like if there's a product there that supports the test booster that it's like, okay, awesome. They take it after this or before this, it's a great like supplemental thing to the supplement itself.
Yeah.
Then that is a great place to start. And then we just get super creative with it. Like it doesn't even have to be like a stackable product. It could be a bundle of like 3 of them because we can explain, okay, a product like that, this may not be right, but you need to take it for 90 days for it to kick in because kind of like creatine, you got to take it
before you can
over,
feel it.
like saturation and all that stuff.
So you want like a field product too?
Yeah. So then like for
example, like if we did the test booster and we did like a pre and a creatine as a bundle.
Yeah, that could be like the min stack. Then we can be like, okay, because obviously guys with the test booster, it could be, we can frame it as like the min stack. Okay, let's target the min. Okay, you're going to be more manly. You're going to, get your wife, riled up, whatever. Like you can go as deep as that. Like we've done some, like some are more raunchy. Like we've done a test booster stack where it's like, okay, it's like 3 because you have to have 3 bottles for 90 days because it's the 30 serving thing. You got to take it every day for 90 days and it's really going to kick in. And we've had brands that have white papers on like, it actually raises your test levels X% if you take it after 90 days. Sweet. We're getting the average, cart value up higher because it's a bundle of 3.
You're selling 3.
Exactly. And then we had to frame it a certain way of, okay, because you have to take it for 90 days and and then have so many different angles where it's like a news reporting and we actually have white papers and science behind it. And we have UGC creators being like, I took this for 90 days and my bench went up, something that people probably the age of 40 to 60 years old are probably going to be taking this, not people younger. And then we got to really target them and use UGC creators in that sort of target demo and get, really test that.
Speak to their
Exactly. Okay. So there's so many ways you can cut it.
Yeah. So there's the part where you guys acquire creative and then there's UGC creative.
Yeah.
So like, how does that bifurcate? How does that work together? And like, how does that, do you pay for the creative like separately? Is that a separate charge? The UGC creators, is like a budget for that?
Okay. So you're saying like our offer, like what we actually supply to our
clients?
Well,
like if, let's say like, okay, go back to core culture.
Yeah.
Like we're going to come to you and we're going to say, well, we're going to need help with some creative stuff. Obviously we can do some stuff on our own, but for the most part, like I'm too busy to be like the face of the brand.
Yeah.
And I'm not the face of the brand.
Yeah.
It's called core culture. It's not about me. It's about people. So our brand is about a community. So like I'm going to need an army of UGC.
Yep.
I'm going to need like 500 to 1,000 people.
Yep.
And, but you're also going to need some sort of like, I guess, hero creative where there is some sort of face or something.
Yeah.
Some sort of anchor content. How does that break up in the strategy? Like how does the budget of how much money we're going to spend get, because there's basically 3 ways that technically 4. There's creative acquisition.
Yep.
You got to pay the creators.
Yeah.
So either they're going to make a commission or some of them are going to want money up front. So that's going to cost money. And then you got to buy the ads.
Yep.
So you need a budget for the ads. And then somewhere along the line, you guys got to make money.
Yeah.
So there's like 4 ways this kind of pile of money is going to get spread up. So if I say, hey, I got 10, 15 grand, like how would we sort of break that up?
Okay. So that's a great way to put it. Yeah. So ad spend is completely different than what we do. Like it's a separate thing. It's not like you're paying us, like we're spending on our card for your money, whatever. It's like you guys are actually have the budgets. We're meeting every week and it's like, okay, this is the budget. This is the performance. We're giving you reports. Okay, let's increase budgets.
So that comes directly from the client account. So like we provide you payment. We don't give payment to TVG. We're setting up payment through Meta.
Yeah. So you're plugging your card into Meta, and that's what's coming. That's how it sort of works. So we will charge a retainer. That retainer will cover. So say if we're just talking about ads here, ads, creative, it's not like a separate charge for creative. Our main package, we do offer that, but our main package, we are offering, creative. So you're going to probably have 3 to 4 UGC videos or creators, and we cut it up so many different ways a month. So we're going to probably work with one UGC creator for that month. It's going to get us X amount of content, probably like 6 to 10 videos that we can cut up out of that because we can mix it in with other B-roll, stuff like that. So we're going to get some UGC in there. Then we're going to be doing graphics, and that's like something that we have a whole graphic design team that's putting together graphics. So we're testing graphics, and that's kind of like
you're like static images and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
And what about like landing pages and follow up emails?
Yeah. So landing pages, and so emails too. That's like a whole different world of its own. I know we're talking about creative. So our main offer is that sort of. It's called the core growth engine. So it's like with paid media coinciding with email. So it's like acquisition, retention. So that's the main offer. You pay us the retainer, and then we're going to
acquisition plus retention equals LTV, right? Like you're trying to get that follow up.
Yeah. So that's the retention is the lifetime value.
You're trying to get that reorder. Yeah. Because that's where really, that's when you're in the money.
Yeah. That's when it's like, it gets dangerous when your LTV is so fucking good. You have such a good product. Your LTV, say your LTV is $500, and then that's when you're able to.
I wouldn't be able to tell you. I wouldn't be able to tell you what core culture is, but I can tell you that like our rebuy is like
90%.
Yeah, that's what's awesome. That's like the best.
We have so many people coming back to buy it, but we don't really have like a funnel.
Yeah, that means you have a good product, and that's why we do what we do, is because we're like, okay, you as a business owner, you're in creating a good product. Like, you want to spend all your time making the best product possible. That's what we want you to do. Don't do anything else besides make the best product possible, and then we're going to acquire customers at the lowest cost and then increase the lifetime value. If your product is really good, you're going to have a high lifetime value because people come back, buy it. Then we're able to spend so much more. You know, if we acquire you one customer, that customer spends on average $300-$400 at your store. We can spend so much more acquiring them.
What do you think makes a good product?
In sports nutrition, because we're talking about sports nutrition here, it's something, because we do all e-commerce brands. So that's what what
makes a good product?
Yeah. I think it's just like
a service. You're
actually solving a problem. You solving a problem is the biggest way that I get, like the most macro way that I can put it. Because so many sports nutrition brands watching this right now, they're just like, oh, it's the flavor, it's this, it's not that. Because so many people at the end of the day have great flavors, you know, like people have mastered that, but it's something unique and different that stops the scroll. Like, I'm looking at the Skippy oatmeal protein pies right now. That's so, like, people see Skippy, that's recognizable. It's a cool looking product and like different, you know, it's nostalgic. It like brings emotion, you know, you want your product to bring emotion. If it's just like, oh, this cool pre-workout flavor that has the exact same formula. People like to sell the formula. It's really good. That's great. But so many people have great formulas. Like, what makes it very different from that, you know?
It's like you're almost saying what makes a good product is almost less the product, it's the branding.
Yeah.
Branding
and the
makes a good product.
Even stories behind it. There's so many, like, what makes...
I would also
it's tough.
Challenge people to say a good offer also makes a good product. You know, value is a big thing.
Yeah.
You know, being able to provide a product that solves a solution that has some sort of characteristic that somebody can associate with on a consumer level.
Yeah.
They align with it, whether it's its values or whatever problem it's solving or whatever community it's offering.
Yeah.
Some sort of lifestyle that gives people buy-in that says, that's me. And then are we getting it at a value that we feel like we're getting something out of it? We're gaining. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. So, like, when we talk about branding, I don't want to steal this and make it about me, but I tell people, I'm like, we make you look good, which is really important, but there's still whole other side to your strategy that you guys got to come up with. And it's like, what are you spending to make this? What are you offering it at? How are you offering it? What are you doing to drive it? Because that stuff I can't do for you. And I know you guys can help with that to a certain degree. Ultimately, I think like a good business owner or a good brand will have a good product with a good offer, and they'll know how to maximize and increase the exposure of it.
Yeah.
And a lot of these brands really, the best ones kind of know how to do all those things in-house, but most of them don't. Most of them need some sort of outside vendor, consultant, or agency to help them do it.
Yeah. I think to the point, like wrap up the great product one, I think a great brand in the space that just makes such a great product and someone to look at is like BPN. BPN, there's so many ways you can make a good product. They do it on like almost every front because they chose a niche, like the running niche, and they do like endurance supplements and all that. Like, no one was really doing endurance supplements like that hard as obviously Nick Bear and BPN are. So they crushed that. They really just like exploded a category that way. Also, they just have so much meaning and branding behind it of like, they actually have a story behind the brand. They have purpose, a lot more purpose, but outside of other brands, you know, it's like, it really differentiates them and they can dive so much deeper into that specific person you're talking about. If you say you're selling to everyone, you're selling to no one, especially if you're a beginner. Like if you're like, oh yeah, we sell to everyone. It's like, you can at that point, if you want to be a rise of BPN where everyone's buying it.
From an ad spend perspective, what does that look like?
Of targeting people?
Everyone.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
How much money you got?
yeah, exactly.
Do you have an infinity money?
Yeah, when you tell people, yeah, I want to sell everyone, it's just like, yeah. Like, do you want to spend million? Like, brands like that are spending million. Like, we have talked to brands that are spending $1 million a day on ads. It's insane. Like, how do you think Meta makes so much money?
Insane.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I know. I have conversations with people that's like, you got to think about that because, like, if you want to make this sort of generic product and you want to have a generic offering that goes to this mass market, like, you have to have some sort of channel strategy because, like, either you have an in with some buyer at major retailer or you're a ad savant, social media marketing, performance marketing guru. But, like, if you're not a master in one of those segments or somewhere in between, you're going to have a real freaking hard time trying to find out who your actual consumer is.
Yeah.
And you're going to spend a lot of money trying to figure that out. It's why you have to create an ad strategy, not for just like one go. It's like, what are you going to spend in 3 to 5 to 6 months?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It
because
is a long
you have to
game.
acquire the data first, right? So,
yeah, because you got to test. Like, we spent hundreds of thousands of dollars of our own money at TVG doing our ads and like testing it. It's not an overnight thing at all. And that's what we make sure our partners know that. You have to have money to do this stuff. But once you crack it and like you're actually like scaling, it's a crazy thing.
that's where you get the hockey stick, huh?
Exactly. So that's it. And also on like the products, like what I think is really cool, Rise, for example, came out with like a energy drink with protein. Like that's a super unique, different thing. You have to test so many different things that's going to capture someone's eye. Like, what the hell?
What type of research goes into whether there's a market segment for that?
I don't know. I mean, there can be. I mean, we're not as much in the product development side, so that'd probably be a more.
They bring you a product
thing.
and you're kind of like, what are the cogs? And
Exactly. Yeah.
I've talked to some people where it's like, well, we do a lot of brands here for like, especially like TikTok and Amazon, where it's all reverse engineered.
Yeah.
They're like, well, based off of this keyword, if you put this one ingredient in this one thing, you can make this one product. And if you spend $250,000 over this amount of time, you can rank top 5 and you can expect to exit or at least be making within 5 months this much money.
Well, yeah, that's what, like, you can look at what people are searching on Google. You know, that's a huge thing. And even AI now, like there's even SEO agencies for AI, because if you look up what's the best protein to buy, you know, like, it's going to populate 3 brands for you and tell you what. So you can actually look at that data, and that's what a lot of people do. It's like, okay, obviously energy drinks are trending right now, and proteins like trending up, and people want that. And clear whey protein has been a trendy topic. So combine those things, who knows?
Yeah, it's interesting to think. I thought it was an interesting thing that they did with like the energy protein clear whey thing.
Yeah,
because I've seen both, right? I've seen both worlds explode, but I never thought about combining them. So they must have got.
Yeah, I haven't tried it yet, but
It's good.
I've tried it.
It's actually, I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's decent. Doesn't suck. So that's usually my parameter.
Yeah.
I know. So like when you start the creative process of doing the like writing the hooks and all that kind of stuff. So I guess are you looking out towards the rest of the ad world and kind of seeing what's working? Are you using AI? Do you have some creative genius behind a curtain somewhere that just is a wizard?
Yeah. So you're gonna, like, if you work with us, you're gonna have a client success manager who's gonna be managing your account. They're gonna be a Swiss Army knife. They're gonna know email, retention, all that type of stuff, Google, all of that. And then we have a creative strategist that's underneath him that is doing all the creative strategy, like coming up with the concepts, ideas, briefing it out for UGC creators, for the team to shoot, whatever. And so he's pretty much like the creative genius out of all of it that's putting it together, you know? So I was in that role for quite a while at TVG, but now we have a few creative strategists, a couple creative strategists.
Yeah, you get burned out. Like you can't just,
you
can't have home runs every time.
Yeah, and that's why you can't have you got to work with, so many people will have price objections. Obviously, like, you know this, but with agencies, And they're like, oh, well, they're trying to charge me, $1,000. It's like, yeah, they're probably working with 100 clients. Do you want someone like their focus being that spread, or do you want someone that's like pinpoint accuracy, getting in as much detail as we're talking about right now?
Yeah.
With your brand, like that's what you want.
Yeah, it's a tough thing that even I struggle with sometimes, because like I could have 4 clients that pay me a whole bunch, and then not do 100 clients.
Yeah.
Or I can lower the price and do 100 clients and help more people, but still like the 4 clients, they get less focus, but everyone gets less focus. I don't know. It's a tough thing to do.
Yeah.
Because you really want to help everybody. What's it like working with? So here's my thing, my problem, and maybe other brands have this problem. I don't know. When you're working with a brand, or when a brand is working with you, assuming there's like a CMO or somebody in some sort of authoritative position, whether it's the CEO of a company or a CMO or some director of marketing or creative or somebody who's within their organization that you're having to basically report to, right?
Yeah.
And they're reporting to you, and y'all are conversing back and forth, maybe on a daily or, weekly basis on like how things are going, how things are getting implemented and executed. Is it something where they just kind of pass the rock to you and you say, we got it? Or is it super collaborative? Like, what does brands need to do to help contribute to this be successful?
Yeah. I mean, kind of just like follow our lead of, if we need you to be doing stuff like involved in creative and stuff like that, like so many brands like that are founder led, and like the founders want to be a face, like obviously get in the content, do that. You can be as collaborative as you want, but some of our best clients, especially like the larger clients that, like you said, they have CEO, CMO, marketing directors, the more like commercial brands, some of those are best clients we talk to very little and cancel meetings because they just see their numbers and it's like, okay, sweet. What do we have to talk about? Like, keep doing what you're doing,
Same
so
here.
It's like, so it's like sometimes those are the best partners, but you can be as collaborative as you want. It's like, if you're presenting roadblocks and you're not solving them, like getting access to things and doing stuff like that, like a great brand to work with, like our dream client is one that has worked with you, has sort of like a brand kit, branding. They have some assets, they have some cool photo assets and stuff like that to hand over to us. It gets us into accounts. We're able to do all this, that. If we have anything that we need, we'll ask you. But other than that, like we can kind of take the ship and steer
it from there.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Because some will just be like, oh, okay, whatever. Like results are there. We don't need to
so
talk.
like my problem with the whole thing is I'm like, man, if we got another agency, I just feel like I would have another job of having to manage an agency.
Yeah.
Which I feel like, with core culture, it's like another job of having to make all the creative.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's a lot of work. That's a full-time job being like a marketer. That's a whole team's full-time job.
Yeah.
And like we're pretty busy here making the brand identities. We're making the strategy of like, what does the brand look like at scale? How do all the things pack out? How do the different formats work and all the different types of, you may have, one SKU, but maybe that SKU might have 3 different sizes. Maybe it'll be in a stick pack, maybe it'll be in a box, maybe it'll be in a master case, maybe it goes into a pallet. There's all retail and D2C strategies of all those things, but somebody's got to make all the stuff.
Yeah.
You got to make the boxes, you got to make the bags, you got to make the sticks, and they're all different because all the sizes are different and all the servings may be different, even though it's the same product, but like that can be complicated.
Yeah.
That's like, that itself is our team's full-time job, is figuring out like that on the ops side, bringing the product to market. So when it comes to like, okay, product is at market, it's like, yeah, I know you got to go do all these things now.
Yeah.
You got to go make all this content now. But like that is almost like a blank check to me, because like you can market into perpetuity forever.
Yeah.
And you can multiply that horizontally by multiples of people forever. As big as the brand gets. And
that's the biggest thing that I'm going to say, because I'm like, I am involved in some of our partners, like our largest partners I'm involved with, like day-to-day type stuff. I'm in places, I'm in offices, like I see a lot. You can inflate your costs so fast with like team members, with that, all that, not utilizing AI. There's so many people, I'm going to be real, that they can cut their payroll in half, 75%, and probably make more money. It's like, at the end of the day,
that's true. That's almost why I don't do all this stuff.
Yeah.
That's the reason why we don't really pump core culture that much for that reason. Cause like, it kind of just makes money, but like it could be a superstar, but like
Yeah.
You
Or
know?
you can be the master. It's like the 20% that drives the 80% of results. So
Yeah.
many people are focused on like, okay, go really hard on like Instagram content and like really worried about that, talking about that all the time versus like, let's just have the conversation of how customer acquisition cost, lifetime value. Those are the two metrics.
Yeah.
You get that very low.
Yeah.
The customer acquisition cost and the lifetime value very high.
Yeah.
I promise you, you're going to make millions of dollars.
And that can
you
happen
can
like
do that.
all on like the ad
Yeah.
end.
And there's some
Yeah.
people that literally have a team of 10.
Well, I know a
can do
brand
it.
that completely crushes it, massive, and like their like day-to-day content is lackluster.
Yeah.
But their ad strategy is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, there's some brands I'm like, holy shit. I like some that I look at and we hop in their ad account. Wait, you guys are making, doing 20, 30 mil a year. Like from the outside, it would not look like that at all. They like, you guys aren't really active on Instagram. You're not doing this. I mean, that speaks volumes to how lean you can actually be and succeed. Because my thing is like, why not scale, have some good cash flow, and then invest into those things to really build the brand where because branding takes a lot of money, the stuff that Dylan does and all that, and like the studio shoots and you guys do, like, then you can really double, triple down and have the best brand possible. Like, that's awesome.
Yeah. So, like, do you think organic content is like super important?
In performance, no,
Not at all.
Honestly, if it comes down to it, I think it is very important to big commercial brands. But if we're talking about just the average brand and specifically performance and making money,
We're talking about ROI, making money per post.
no,
like,
zero. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's not. Your money can be spent on performance marketing and like. It actually, if you crack it, like then it's like, okay, sweet. Then we have money to do this, that.
So brands that struggle to crack it, like what are some tools in your toolkit that help you kind of get them sort of over that hump?
So some brands that we work with that we've cracked it, like there have been a few case studies where it's kind of been like from ground zero. It's like, holy shit, like we started this. I mean, Dylan's been around to see it of some things. And it's like the offer, like you're saying, of like, okay, make a no-brainer cool offer. Like we made, this was a while ago. This was like the first one of like, we really scaled an ad account. We're like, holy shit. It was a no-brainer offer for like a supplement box where you got $100 worth of value for $60, but it was a subscription model. So like you got this $60 a month thing and the margins on it were there, but we just pumped the lifetime value. And it's like that offer made it a no-brainer to purchase, So that's a huge thing. It's like the offer, like that's, if you make it a no-brainer of like, I have to purchase this because it's like, why would I not get $100 worth of supplements?
It's like I'm losing money if I don't do it.
Yeah. Like, that's
so
a huge thing.
How much do the brands basically have to bleed?
Yeah. I mean, at the start, so if you're a startup, 100%, like at the beginning,
You're bleeding.
Yeah. Like if you don't have cash, if you don't have,
Free product to send out.
Exactly.
Or like go down to a zero margin.
yeah, like I would not recommend, and that's why our very minimum is like a $25,000 a month brand.
Yeah. So it's like Core Culture doesn't make $25,000 a month on their D2C.
Yeah.
We do on our retail.
Yeah. And that's something too of like some brands have come to us where it's like they have a huge retail presence where they're doing multi-million dollars. And it's like, okay, you can invest into it,
Yeah,
versus
that's kind of like how it is. But with the halo effect would be kind of something that's interesting to us because then we can move it into other retailers and stuff like that. And it'd be,
and
interesting
even
that
Amazon's a whole nother beast of its own too. We don't do Amazon ads and stuff, but like that's what we've seen. People like, holy shit, like we're breaking even on our acquisition cost or losing a little bit of money, but holy shit, our Amazon is doing, $100,000 a month now, and it was doing 60, and it's like, holy shit, we haven't been doing too much on there. It's just because people come, they see it, they may try it once, and then obviously if you can get it on Prime, it's like you can get it the next day.
So your main focus is to drive D2C to their website.
Yeah.
But there's Amazon agencies that we want to drive to Amazon.
Yes. Yeah. So we'll probably get into that game here in the next year.
I'll do TikTok at all.
Yeah, we do TikTok for some clients. That's not our bread and butter. Our companies that come to us and they're like, hey, we want to do TikTok shop. First, like your first thing, they want to do TikTok shop or they want to do TikTok ads. That's kind of two different things. But if you want to do TikTok ads, okay, where's your meta at? Is your meta winning? No, you got to start there. That's like ground zero. Like you have to win there. If you're winning there, you're profitable, you're making money, you're scaling. Okay, let's go into TikTok because that's an investment. You're going to be losing money at the beginning too. And then you have creative that's already winning, that's proven that you can throw over to TikTok.
I've seen it work both ways. Like I've seen, like we did the original Echo Vision.
Yeah.
I don't think I've told anybody that.
Yeah.
Like we did the label, took like a couple hours. And
A couple hours.
The truth comes out.
yeah. And the guy didn't want to like really invest in us. We were like, we want to build a brand. And he just was like, just make me like a creatine or a pre-workout. I was like, all right, whatever. And I had no clue what that was going to happen, you know, and like now he's fucking huge, you know, he crushes it, but like that's completely TikTok driven.
Yeah. And that's like you said, a unicorn. I don't think they did ads for the first couple years. Like they blew up multi-million, all organic.
I have no idea how he did that.
Yeah. All TikTok, all organic. Insane.
Yeah.
But that's a proven product. That's like a proven product then too. It's a dream client of ours. Okay. Awesome. You proved yourself organically to make a lot of money. If you run ads, it's going to be awesome.
You just multiply on top.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to kind of start from zero.
Yeah.
Because like we've ran ads before and we've had decent budget on it, but it just never really like broke. We never cracked it, as you said. Like we never got to a point where like, wow, this is really, we were just like, after a while, we're like, this sucks. We're just spending a lot of money.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't think we had the creative. Like we just didn't really try. But we didn't really have anyone helping us do it either. So it was like, we went to one of those agencies that says, oh, we're going to do all this money for you. You know, you're going to make all this money, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, great, go for it. Here's the money. And the creative they made was like, what is this? This sucks.
Yeah.
This isn't, no one's buying this.
If an agency tells you, oh, in 30, 60 days, you're going to do this. We never tell our clients of like, we're going to level with you. Like it's going to take time to scale. We're here for the long run. That's what it is. It's how it works.
All right, so break out how you guys make money off of this. This is a retainer?
Yeah, so a retainer and a performance fee. So some agencies do like percentage of ad spend, but ours is a performance based off of the results that we drive.
Okay.
So say if you do our main package, you get email, you get ads, all this. We're going to take a percentage of what we drive through ads and through email, and that's sort of how it works. So retainer plus the performance.
But you need some money to like pay people to do all the work to get stuff going.
Yeah, so that's the retainer. That's pretty much what the retainer is for.
Yeah, I
it's like
understand
that gets us going, and then our upside is that performance. Like obviously we drive you, 2, 3, 4x. Like that's where our huge upside is. Like that's our goal.
So talk about like the UGC stable. Is that like a bolt-on service to that, or
No, that comes with it.
Okay.
So
you
that's
said
there's
you
like
usually find like one or two like kind of guys that'll work with the brand, or
so we try to like partner, and that's what we can change it every month. But then some are like, oh, I really like that creator, like that's super cool, and they'll use those to post on their organic and do other things. Like awesome. So whenever we sign a UGC creator, usually it's like they get 3 hooks, they get a body and a few closings, and that's able to make like 3 to 6 ads, and then they get still product shots and like pictures with them, and we're able to use that across ads. And then over time, say after a year of working with us, we've had so many UGC creators work with you, and it's like then we can make mashups and so many different things.
Chop
and
them all up and stuff.
Yeah, you could do so many things. So then once you have a library of content, there's so many ways to cut it. So that's why some of the best brands, it's like you already have a library of content that you just got with you guys maybe or whatever, and you have cool assets. We can just mash it up a lot.
Yeah. I've thought about like hiring like a TikTok agency to help like go and, we send out like 500 to 1,000 free stuff.
Yeah.
And then just like they post them, but we can like rip those.
Yeah. And that's what Redefine right there. Like we do, TikTok shop stuff with them like that, and they seed products. So that's what they do. They seed like hundreds of products to people, and they use those affiliates, TikTok affiliates that make the money, and that they get commission if their video blows up and they shop there. So that's what they do. They don't run any ads on TikTok or any of that. It's literally just that.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool. And
Is it effective?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You could talk to them too. It's done really well on it. I was like, oh damn, it's really cool. But it's like, that's why it's not a service that we really drive in, because you have to have such a unique product is what we found on TikTok shop. Like Redefine is such a unique, like the oatmeal cream pie type thing. It's like such a unique product.
It can't be something where there's a ton of saturation.
Like Alpha Prime Bites blew up on TikTok Shop. If you know Alpha Prime, like we didn't do that there, so I'm not saying that.
Lost and Found.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Like it's insane. And their business totally changed after TikTok Shop doing that, you know?
So like, do you guys like hire models, or how does creative acquisition sort of work?
Like the UGC creators and models like that, you're saying?
Well, not just the UGC, but like
okay.
your internal creative, like when you make stuff for clients.
Okay. So you're saying like creative studio type stuff and
Well, I'm sure
all
you,
that.
like-
So yeah, that's
like
Dylan.
you
That's
just
pictures.
how I find models to use.
Right. Like you.
Yeah. That's a lot of times it depends on the brand we work with. A lot of brands will have, like the bigger brands have athletes that they can provide for you. But then outside of that, it is a lot of me just searching for athlete or models that aren't signed with someone so they can come shoot for, maybe multiple different brands with us. And that's kind of the beauty of where we're at in Dallas. Then we have a handful of gyms around us where a lot of the top bodybuilders and, fitness influencers and stuff go to. So, I mean, it's a lot of just networking, to be honest.
Yeah. Cool. And are you setting up like shot lists sort of?
Yeah. Yeah. It, again, depends on the client.
Are there certain like shots that you're looking for that that work better?
I mean, yeah, there's certain structures to like videos that we'll do where it's just I've used them over and over and you can see the performance of them even on just organic with different styles of hooks. I don't know how detailed you want, even like just the different angles of hero shots versus different angle, the different lenses we're using on our cameras. And there's certain ways to manipulate it to hit that feel that you're going for, if that's kind of what you're asking.
Yeah. No, I'm like, I want to know like what ads work and like how you capture that in a way that's effective, I could take a pretty good picture. Like we've got a studio here, like we can do that.
Yeah.
But sometimes just a really good picture doesn't work too. But I've noticed like some of the 3D stuff will like completely kill it.
Oh yeah. Panda Supps crushes the 3D model type videos,
They use Jared for
I know.
Yeah.
Stuff is so sick.
We did like 2 of them. But Jared, the only reason why we did them is because Jared was like out sick. He was. They're like,
He just owns that.
yeah. I was like, we're never gonna be that good. He's good. It's interesting to me, kind of what works and what doesn't, and how to know, because from an acquisition standpoint, that stuff can cost a lot of money. You got models, you got expensive equipment, you got not only the people who are like getting it, like, Ed goes out on a lot of shoots. We use Max for a lot of shoots, but they cost money. But then you got to go back and edit all that crap.
Yeah.
Which that could take a long time. And then you got to like organize it too, which people always like miss that.
Yeah.
Like, the organization of files is like, and then like this folder is cropped to this for this type of, and this folder is cropped to this for this type of, and then having all that broken out in a way like, man, that stuff could take a while too.
Yeah. And that's what Dylan.
You got to have a little OCD with it.
Yeah.
You got to.
Yeah.
And that's what shout out to Zach. Zach's our other partner, co-founder, and he's the COO, and he's just dialing in systems. It all just comes down to like systems, processes, and we have someone for every single step of every single process, like organizing folders and files and who does what, where's the handoffs. That's all him.
Cool. No, that's good. It's good that you guys have that. I'm glad y'all do. It's necessary because there's no way you can actually scale without doing that crap. Cool. We're at 1 hour. You guys want to take a break and come back and get into some shenanigans?
Let's do it.
All right.
All right, folks, this episode is brought to you by the Future Nutri Foundation, a 501c3 nonprofit organization for the nutraceutical industry. Imagine a world where every dietary supplement you take is safe, effective, and scientifically validated. At the Future Nutri Foundation is not just a dream, it's our mission. We're dedicated to transforming the nutraceutical industry through rigorous scientific research, comprehensive education, and unwavering advocacy for public health and safety. But we can't do it alone. Your support can make a real difference. With your donation, we can drive innovation, ensure regulatory compliance, and provide the public with the reliable information that they need to make informed health choices. Join us in our quest to create a healthier tomorrow. Visit futurenutri.org and make your donation today. Together, we can build a future where trust in dietary supplements is a given, not a question. The Future Nutri Foundation, science, safety, and a healthier tomorrow. Thank you for your support.
It's a party night tonight. We're having a good time. We've got a little whiskey. We've got some.
This is a real podcast now.
It's a Friday
Oh,
night.
full, yeah. It's like a
like Joe Rogan.
frat house in here. People are coming Monday. They're gonna be so pissed.
Oh, I love it.
I would have a bone to pick with you guys now that I'm a little saucy.
Oh shit.
A bone to pick.
A bone to pick
What is
I
that
like this.
bone?
Fighting words.
about the damn horse, man.
Here, wait. Show it to the camera real nice.
Yeah.
And take the little close up of his hat there.
Gotta tell the story. I got some splaining to do.
Who had it first?
Bro, I've had that logo for a minute.
Okay, hear me out. So this is what we did. December, I think it was December. We're like, I'm big on like branding and stuff. Thought it'd just be super badass to have like a tie, because we tell our clients all the time you need to have like branding and like super cool shit. So we actually worked with designer, shout out Jack Watson. He's over in the UK. We pay him to do all this like branding and stuff. The colors I wanted, I love like the Philadelphia Eagles, like Kelly Green. Like I want Kelly Green. And then I told them, because I wanted like some sort of mascot,
Why Kelly Green?
because I think it's just a badass color and I love green. That's like my favorite.
Oh,
That's
man.
really, and money.
Terrible answer.
And money.
Okay, and money. That's fine. That
And
works.
money.
That
'Cause
works.
if you see our branding and our patterns and stuff, it's like,
It's got to mean something.
oh, I'll tell you the meaning. I got super deep into this.
All right.
So first off, I wanted something. So Dylan will talk about this or can say something to this. I probably got 15, 20 people to move down to Dallas. I'm really the only one from Dallas.
You're the recruiter?
Zach's from
Oh,
California.
I was
Pat's
wondering
from
how y'all-
Boston, all this. He's from Ohio.
I always said you need some sort of like tax break
I need
from Texas
commission.
with all the income you're bringing here.
But so Dallas is huge to us, the South, whatever. I think it would be super cool. I love like that Southern sort of look. And that's why if you see this logo here, it's kind of like a Western.
Yeah, no, I
sort
love
of
the
like,
typography. It's cool.
yeah, it's kind of like cowboy, Western type look. And so I'm like, okay, I want that. I want some sort of mascot. I feel like it would be badass. Horses, cowboys, that's a thing. And then I'm like, okay, our mascot can be the workhorse, because I think that's our unique selling point. All of our partners tell us like we're the biggest grinders, stuff like that. I'm like, grinding, workhorse, like that's a great statement piece, and it ties into the whole Southern theme, and that's why our like pattern is like a horseshoe. So we have a horseshoe logo, we have a spur logo. It's kind of like Dallas, Southern, money, boom. That's like the whole.
No, I checked it out. I like it,
Nailed it.
but it looks a lot like mine. Mine's a unicorn, which mine has meaning because there's only one of us. There's only one of us.
Now two, I guess.
Well, yeah, you fucked it up.
It's like they're cousins.
Well, you're a horse. I'm a mystical horse.
Yeah.
And plus,
You're cooler.
I really like Deftones' album White Pony. And you're probably too young to even know what that means.
I know Deftones.
Okay. I'll believe you.
I don't know the
You know
white pony.
I'm
How
not
old am
cultured
I?
enough for that.
25.
How old are you?
36.
36? Okay, I'm 27.
Yeah.
It's a year and a half.
Yeah.
I
Give it time.
I like to pretend that I'm younger than I am.
Same. Got to.
It catches up to you though. I'm glad you guys are starting this so young. I didn't. So I did. You guys get to live doing all this stuff. And with success, right? Making money, having clients, being the new guard that I'm talking about of the supplement industry, of the vendor side, right? The supply side. And having this youthful energy is so fucking important. So many people are looking for that. They want that. They want like somebody's like. So many people my age and older go to places like TikTok and they're like, "What the fuck?" Like how do they? They don't get it. But you come from a generation where you kind of live in it, naturally, because that's the people you hang out with socially, and you have a way that you speak and things that you guys do in your own time and the hobbies where like you're kind of living in this point in time where you kind of understand this consumer and this demographic. But that's where it's at, and so you need people that uniquely understand how these people think, and you know, how they interact and how they buy. That's a big thing, you know, because like what we do, we see consumers, right? Like you're always trying to like, especially on the ad side, you're trying to like separate like what segment are you, what are your buying habits, like, you know. So like really important to do that. And it's a lot different because like the old days of retail, it was all just like bodybuilders.
Yeah.
Your bodybuilders, you know, that was the bubble. You know, now it's like so subdivided into like micro lifestyle types. And, you know, it's heavy on the data side, heavy on the meta side, but also like you got to understand that, at least from a fundamental level.
Yeah.
It's important to be young. it's helpful to be young to understand that kind of stuff.
That's why I just think about it sometimes and I'm like, it's just crazy how it all fell into place of just like, it just, the opportunity presented itself and it's just like crazy. I think back, I'm like, damn, I was fucking crazy. Like doing, what was I thinking dropping out of college, doing this? I'm so grateful to be able to do this. Such a cool opportunity. So I'm like,
yeah, you don't really need a degree to kind of do what you do or what we do, or really in like sports nutrition. You know, I think it's helpful, especially in like the finance, like guys like Pat, right? It's really helpful to have like a guy who understands money from a business perspective. You need that guy. Just like you need attorneys. And you know, when it comes to like quality and supply chain, it's helpful to have people that go to school to do that stuff for sure. But like fucking weird and kind of ironic thing about it is like, you don't need a degree to own it.
Yeah.
You know, you don't need a degree to own the company.
Yeah.
You just start. And I'm glad you guys started like younger. You know, I didn't start my business until I was like 31, you know. So I worked for people all that time and learned that kind of stuff for a long time until I finally was like, I think I can kind of do
31
something.
is, I mean, so many people start their, I mean, if you listen to Gary Vee.
I was just going to say,
He's
Gary
the
Vee.
biggest thing. He'll
he'll
go
got
on.
time.
Do you know who Gary Vee is?
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
He'll come on and he's like, oh, you're sick. You're 90 years old. You got plenty of time.
Yeah, no, and I get it. I feel that. I definitely feel that. But shit, I could have started a lot younger. But I don't know. My story is different. If I could sit here and fucking get on a soapbox, I've lived like 100 lives. Yeah. People who
sounds like it. People who College Station days, baby.
Yeah, like that was one, you know, of another 20. Like I have a very colorful life, but this is where I am now, and yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's been great, and it's been fun to learn kind of how everybody does things a little differently. And then that's the best part about all this, I think, is just the people.
Yeah.
That's the coolest part. And then, you know, creating things that go out in the world and seeing them grow and be successful is super awesome.
Yeah.
Super gratifying to do that. I'm sure it is, at least from y'all's end, being able to see success of your clients. Y'all wouldn't be successful and growing unless, like, if it wasn't working. Which, like, I kind of feel like a lot of the ad agencies that I've always worked with are kind of a grift, you know? Where I'm like, man, but your model also kind of works to a point where, like, you're not relying directly on their ad spend, which I like that. Yeah. I don't like it when they, like, take a rip of the ad spends. They just want you to spend more money.
Yeah. And I think that's the biggest thing, and you talked about, like, people, and that's why you love doing it, is I think what makes us the best company there is, in my opinion, is the people that we have. Our team, I will go to war with them. They are the biggest killers. And like I said, they're young, hungry people, ambitious. And that's what I think. They're working around the clock. Like I can go on Slack right now and they're probably doing all this stuff. I can huddle our team members and they're probably working on shit.
You have any gray hair people? Any old people?
Oh yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We do. I mean, sorry, Alex. We have some people in their 30s. Yeah, like mid 30s and stuff.
My
and
age?
Yeah,
I'm
40,
not old. You're not that old. Yeah, we got some old people.
You say gray hair. You get gray hair around like 40, I guess.
I guess it depends.
So we do. But yeah, I think it's just like finding the best people. And that's our biggest thing. And that's why we charge the money we do. And our thing is like, if we can get the very best people at what they do, we're going to have success.
We talk
100%.
about that a lot. It's insane, his ability to like pick out people that are just fucking killers, like work ethic, where like you said, most of us, or actually none of us, are from Dallas. Yet he somehow picked us all out from around the country and brought us together in Dallas. Like it's insane.
That's a tough thing to do. It's a tough thing to convince somebody to uproot their life and come down and
you've done it 10 plus times now, probably.
Yeah, I love it, and that's what it's
convincing.
Because I grew up in Dallas, Frisco specifically, and so I'm the only one that grew up in Frisco.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was just going to be in my hometown around there forever, but having everyone there, it's like I don't really hang out with anyone from high school or college or anything. It's all our community that we built some people have worked with us, come and gone, and like we've gotten jobs at some of our partners, and then we still work with those partners. So we still work with them. And it's like so cool. Like one of our creative team members got poached by Bryson DeChambeau. He's out with like Kevin Hart filming with him, Steph Curry doing this. I'm like, I tell everyone that has worked with us and is going somewhere else, I'm like, you need to be the biggest badass of your company because that speaks volumes for TVG.
Which even like the
that'll
three
make
guys,
us more money than anything else could. Because if you go to another company, they're like, "What the fuck? How are you such a badass?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I worked at TVG." Like I want that to speak volumes, And
like you say, they're all still in the community that we built. Like I'm golfing with the three people he just referenced. I'm golfing with on Sunday. So it's still in this core group that kind of brought together.
And we do so much stupid shit. Like we train together, we do competitions together, we all hang out.
Yeah. Aren't you like doing like Murph every day or something like that?
Yeah, I'm doing a Murph every day.
Why?
That's what
exactly that. That's exactly why I'm doing it, because it's like it's a good hook. Like people are like, wait, what the fuck?
That sucks.
Dude, we were talking about it. When is he allowed to stop? What number are you on?
Yeah.
I'm doing a year.
What number are you on right now?
Today was 168. So tomorrow's 169.
All right, hold on. Are you doing like what scale, like what prescription of Murph are you doing?
I'm doing, okay, so a Murph is a mile. You do 300 squats, 200 push-ups, 100 pull-ups, and you do them another mile.
Right.
And it's usually with a weighted vest. So I've been doing mine with a weighted vest. I stopped doing it with a weighted vest because it was like fucking up my skin and my chest. I'm like, okay, fuck that. It's day 150. I'm not doing that.
Dude, that just murders your body.
Yeah, but I'm doing that every day. But the reason I'm doing that, to put it all into perspective, is because I was a college athlete. So that was my biggest thing. I thought I was going to be all 4 years in college. But after that, I'm like, I need a challenge. And that's the only way to grow, is just keep challenging yourself. Do shit that you don't want to do. That's like that's what makes you better. I don't want to do a Murph every day. It sucks ass.
Dude, why don't you just like have a kid or something? It's the same thing.
I'm getting married in the summer.
Well, congrats. Maybe you can stop then. I don't know.
So maybe then. But every year we did something. So like 1 year, me and my buddies did this thing called we call it the Triple Crown. So we did a powerlifting competition in March. In June, we did a bodybuilding competition. So we cut down. So I weighed 220 during the powerlifting competition. Then 6 months later, I weighed, or less than that, I weighed 185 doing a bodybuilding show. And then at the end of the year in December, we all ran a marathon. So then we did that. We're like, okay, we got to do something crazier every year. And I ran a mile every day. So I'm like, okay, for a year. I'm like, okay, what's crazier than a mile every day for a year? Doing a Murph every day for a year.
That is crazy.
So whatever.
What's like the recovery like? I mean, I did Murph for, when you do Murph, like what is it? Not veterans. Memorial Day?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, that shit, I hurt, painful for like a week.
0.5.
Yeah. I just started doing it every day. And
I guess if you're 25, you just kind of bounce back. Yeah. I mean, no big deal, huh?
Yeah. It's just
so you're just used to it now. 200 squats, like nothing.
And that's what I posted
100
on Instagram.
pull-ups, dude. That's tough.
That's what I told him. I don't think I can do it because of the pull-ups.
I wouldn't tell you. I'll tell you now. I don't have the best form by far. Like you can slow it down. It's probably not the best form of all time, but it's just like I'm just trying to do something to challenge myself every day, and it's just I want people to be like, dude, you're fucking crazy.
So you're like you're like hand shredded, or do you have to wear gloves? Or
no. So I've been doing it. I'm actually
to me, it's the forearm and the hands.
Yeah. So I do I've been going to a park like on monkey bars right there, and it's like this neutral grip. so it's a lot easier than like out here.
Yeah.
you know?
Okay. Yeah.
So it's kind of.
So that's what I was wondering. Do you like modify your sort of prescription?
Like today, for example, we're at an Airbnb in Houston. Where the fuck is a pull-up bar? It's hard to find pull-up bars when I'm traveling. You know, sometimes I will, or we'll be at gyms. But we had to shoot at Alfland at 8 a.m. I woke up at 6 a.m., did it, and I had no pull-up bar, so I just added an extra 100 squats, 100 push-ups. So I modified it.
There you go. Okay, cool. Yeah.
You know, so I just switch it up, but it's just like
I'd rather do that.
It's a staple.
Push-ups and the
said
squats are
honestly,
easy.
get me.
It's the pull-ups that
That's
get
what
me.
would get
I'll
me.
tell you, the squats are the hardest.
No.
It sucks
Actually,
ass.
I just did air squats again for the first
Fuck.
time in fucking years. Like this week, they sucked. They were
I can do
terrible.
air squats all day. That's
That's what you think.
It's easy for me. You know what sucks for me for air squats is just my knees because I'm like getting older.
Mm-hmm.
Like my
Yeah, I already feel that.
my quads and like my glutes are great. Like I'm strong there. My knees give out.
It gets cold outside and my knees start aching.
Yeah.
27.
Old people problems.
Old people shit.
Yeah, so there's that Murph a day, baby.
What you said you're gonna hit 365 days
Yeah, so
and you're done.
I said I'm getting married. Hear me out. So I'm going a year, so it's going to lead up right before my wedding. We're getting married in Italy.
Cool.
Okay. You know how people do their bachelor trip and all that stuff. So we're actually doing a bachelor trip in Europe because all of us are obviously can work remote, work anywhere. So I thought,
So like people from the company are going?
yeah. So like all the
This
boys.
same group
Yeah.
that we were talking about earlier.
Who's not going, man? You know, like
So hear me out. So I thought, okay, I'm thinking
bastard.
the hangover. I would talk about it. So Zach got married. A year later was Pat, and that was this past summer. So I'm a year later. I'm like, okay, I gotta keep up in the ante. I always gotta do something just stupid. So I told them we're having the bachelor party in somewhere in the world. I told them, okay, let's have fun with this. Usually the groom or the guy that's getting married doesn't plan it, whatever. I want to plan it all. I'm a planner guy. I'm planning it all.
Control freak, huh?
No one knows where they're going.
We just sent him money. We sent him money, and that's it.
And we're going
I don't know anything.
on this bachelor party for...
so you're booking the flights?
yeah,
or-
I booked all the
Everything.
flights. I booked everything. So we're going... No one knows there's 11 of us. So all the rest of the 10 guys don't know where we're going at all.
What if you just took your money?
So some guy said this. Some guy said, hey, some guy said this. They're like, okay, you know what we should do? You're either going to have an insane bachelor party or just terrible. Go to the casino, go up to Oklahoma, put it on red, double the budget, or just nothing.
Or just stay here.
I'm like, yeah.
I'm kind of down for
It's
it.
like, bro, I got us rooms at the Loft, like down the road.
At the Motel 6.
Yeah, we're gonna hang out at the lobby bar.
So I'm fired up for that because
I'm
no one knows
fucking
where we're going. I'm
stoked for
like,
it.
I'm just hyping. I'm just sending like shark tours and like cages. I'm like, oh, yep, this is what we're doing. We'll be in South Africa.
You should just
for a week.
throw them some real left field shit.
Oh, I am.
It's like here's sharks, but then there's also like you're in the Himalayas.
yeah. No, that's exactly.
down.
I said,
I'm down.
what
Yeah,
would
we're-
people guess that we're doing? Let's
We're
do the
mountain
opposite.
hiking and we're sharking,
Yeah.
and those are like hundreds of miles apart from each other.
Yeah. And Zach, well, and that's what I said. I'm like, you guys, because we got to be in Italy for the wedding. I'm like, we're going to go to the first destination. You guys are going to be like, how the fuck are we getting to Italy?
Yeah.
That's what I want.
That's going to be the movie. As like the video guy, I'm so fucking excited.
Because they're still
Just
not
to
going to
video
know.
all this.
We're going to wake up the next morning and be like, okay, we got a flight in 2 hours. Let's fucking go.
That's so awesome.
I love it.
I love that. That's my favorite way to like go about life. I love that.
That's why I'm not a planner. I would rather somebody just I can turn my brain off for a trip and he just says, all right, let's get on a flight and go.
Saying like my wife is like she's a planner.
Yeah, I'm the opposite.
So like I just love it when she never does this anymore, but because like usually I book all the stuff through my like flight accounts and all that crap. But yeah, man, I just want to like show up somewhere. Sometimes I don't even want to like take clothes. I'm like, I'll just buy clothes when I'm there.
Yeah. That's exactly how it's going to be.
No shoes, no shirt, no problem.
Yeah. That's why I just want to.
When I travel
the most
now,
insane
I
lore.
take a backpack.
It's going to be a movie.
So I know I have like, like I know I'm going to need these shoes and like these shoes.
Yeah.
And the rest, we're just going to figure it out.
baby.
Yeah.
I see y'all do some shit like that with with the price plow guys.
Fuck
Y'all
yeah.
were out in like the desert or something. Like with your shirts
we
off?
make a point to like go and do just like, and I tell Ben all the time,
Badass shit.
I'm like, Ben, let's go somewhere and like it has nothing at all to do with like what we do, like supplements or work or blah, blah, blah. Because when we do that, usually we come up with some crazy fucking idea and we're like some next thing that we're going to do the next 5 years. Like that's usually where we plan and come up with these crazy ideas is when we're just out like hanging out.
Yeah.
And like our trip last year to Big Bend, like have you ever been to Big Bend? No. Dude, it's awesome. It's the coolest place. And
I think I've been there, but I like a long time.
It's like its own planet. It's a completely different place. It's like there's no place like it in the world.
Where is this at?
In the west part of Texas.
Okay.
Near like if you go to El Paso, but you drive like 7 hours down.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a different planet. It's like you're on a different planet completely.
It's just like very remote out there.
There's nothing out there for miles and miles and miles and miles and miles.
Damn.
Just aliens.
That's cool.
Yeah, like there's all kinds of weird shit out there. Yeah, yeah.
Probably.
Well, there's a lot of stargazing out there. That's like what it's known for.
So like UFO sightings.
Well, just like looking at stars. You know, people who are like into astrology and shit. Which Joey's really into astrology. Like that's his personal hobby. So like we go out there and he just starts teaching us all this stuff. But you know, and probably eating things and doing stuff and so we're just like like but that's a great bonding experience. Really, when we went out on that trip, it was the like healthiest trip I had taken, because when I go and do business stuff, which another bone I need to pick with you guys, you need to get more into fucking trade shows.
Oh, I'll be there. That's me. You tell me where to go, I'll be there.
All right, you need to go because like you really want to make new business.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Like I've got a world of people I can introduce you to, but like, where was I going with this?
What's your favorite? Like, where do you like going? Because you just came from supply side.
I like going to the new places, honestly. Like anything that's a new thing.
Yeah.
I like it when they change up to different places. Like I've been to Vegas maybe 100 times in the past 3 years, and I'm not embellishing. Like that's how many times I've been. And Vegas is cool the first time you go.
Yeah.
But like every time after that, it's just really expensive. Yeah. You're like, why the fuck is this $30 more than it needs to be? It's not even
$1,000 last night. What happened?
Yeah. Actually, I won a lot of money last time we went, but like totally random. Because I'm not a gambler. No,
what do you play?
I don't. Nothing. I played slot machines, like for like the lore, for the fun of it.
The lore.
Yeah. I was like, let's just see what this $20 will do. And I did that 3 times and won like several $100s each time.
That's insane.
For no good reason. And so I was like, damn, I must be lucky. But like I don't like gamble. I don't like doing it. I don't like things I can't like control my output of money.
Yeah.
That's usually also why I'm not like big on the ad thing, because I'm like, fuck, to a certain degree. I know it's programmatic and I know you can make it work, but like you have to know it to do it. So it's like the same thing with like 21, like there are people who can play blackjack and like they know it and they can be successful at it because they understand the game, but like I don't. So like you're not going to see me sit down and like try and blow $500 to $1,000 trying to understand it. Yeah. Like I'm not about that life. Like, I would rather spend.
We did pretty good for ourselves.
But this guy sat at the table on that.
No, what do you mean? I did great. I'm the only one who left up on the weekend.
I'd rather like spend that money on taking everyone out to eat. Like I'm going to spend that money no matter what. Like we do it all the time. But like I'd rather do it in a way that I could share it with everybody. Yeah, than just like.
That's
although
smart.
I did play craps for a little bit, and apparently I'm fucking like lucky as fuck because I won everyone at that table.
Yeah.
I
don't understand that game.
Is that the one where you roll the dice?
Yeah.
I've never even played that one.
Yeah. I tried to.
I won this guy like $10,000 on a roll.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he put some chips on. Like if you hit 2 5s, it's like a very specific one that you put the chip on.
Yeah.
And he put like a lot of money on. If this guy rolls 2 5s, he's gonna make a lot of money. And I was like, what are you doing? Don't put that on me. And he was on the other side of the table, didn't know his name, didn't know blah, 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 rolled it 2 5s. He just got a huge stack. He just grabbed it. He was like, thanks, and left. I was like,
didn't even slide
Give me
you
a tip at
100.
least.
I was like, yeah. I didn't even know what happened.
Like I did all the work.
I was like, did he win? They're like, yeah, he just won a lot. I'm like, oh yeah, cool, buddy. I had no idea what I was doing. But yeah, I mean, Vegas is it's Vegas. Like it's cool the first time, like I said, and then every time after that, it loses its magic.
Yeah. We went to Olympia. He filmed out Olympia.
The Arnold's also a really cool one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a certain charm to Columbus that I like.
I'm from Ohio, so that's
Yeah, there's a certain charm that I like, especially if you hit it, because like it's hit or miss. If you go to Arnold, I've been at times where it's like 3 degrees, and it's like fuck this, because I know it's actually a nice time of year in Texas. Because usually here it's like kind of like spring. Like there it's still almost winter, and sometimes, and here it's usually like the first good week of the year where like winter's breaking, and so you'll go to winter's breaking here, and then you'll fly to Columbus, which I fly Southwest. There is a direct flight.
Do you actually go into Columbus?
Yeah. I like Columbus. Like the town of Columbus I think is cool.
Great.
Yeah, but if you go there when it's cold as fuck, I'm like, fuck this. Why the hell did I leave Texas when I know it's like a good week? But I've been there also where it's like spring's breaking there too. So it's like a nice, it's kind of warm but still cool, and it's sunny out.
It flips on a switch. Like I was on the phone with my dad 2 days ago, and they had 2 inches of snow.
Yeah.
Called him the next day. He said it went away, and he was outside mowing the grass.
Yeah, that's too much for me.
That's Ohio.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I mean, there's a reason I'm here.
I don't like that. So, I like Columbus as a town. The problem with the Arnold and me is the whole like dynamic of the Arnold, at least for what I do, and probably what you guys do when you go, is like it's not the show. It's the Crown Plaza. Yeah. It's the bar, the second floor bar or whatever they call it. And so like in a past life, I'm a drinker. Like I'm not really a drinker anymore, but in a past life I'm a drinker. Yeah. So like if you get me in that type of setting, I really thrive in like bar settings pretty well. So like every year we go, we literally close that bar. Like we'll be there after it's closed. And so we've done that 2 years in a row, but I'm a early flight guy. I like to wake up early and get the first flight out so I can do the rest of the day. And so the past 2 years I've booked flights at like 5 a.m., but I've like not slept and closed down a bar. And so
a bar at 4 a.m.
Like last year, we literally went from the bar to our Airbnb, all wasted, packing our shit up, to an Uber to the airport, and like, when I was your age, like fuck, I could do that like a champion. Like I was like a Golden Glove like dude that can just
Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Hall of Fame, like party, work hard, like grinder. Like that.
Johnny Manziel.
Yeah, exactly. But like now, like I pay for it. So now I'm like, I don't want to do that anymore. Yeah. I don't want to do that. It hurts. Like it sucks. You feel like, it just really sucks. It feels terrible. So my problem with the Arnold is that's the dynamic. And so you try to go there and say, I'm not going to drink this year. I'm not going to be, doing that. But like that is a big social part of the business part of that sort of dynamic. The Olympia is different because it's more bodybuilding. So most of the people are mostly like prep.
Yeah.
So like there's not like a whole lot of drinking, but it's a different dynamic for me because of that, because I'm not like a bodybuilder dude. I'm just like I do fitness, but like you don't see me taking pictures on it. Yeah. Like online, I just do it on my own time. I'm not trying to hit any weight or any size or any physique or anything like that. So
doing Murphs every day.
You're right. Well, I used to be that way.
Yeah.
When I was 25, I was, I had a lot of fitness ambitions like you do. Mm-hmm. But that was, before I got married and had kids and all that kind of stuff. It kind of changed my what I care about.
Goals.
Yeah. But for me, the Olympia is, it's good to see all the booths and the shows, and I really like doing that and talking to all the different vendors and stuff like that. But I don't have as strong as a connection as I do as a place like Supply Side, because we get a lot of people who are super interested in what we do at Supply Side.
Yeah.
So it's like a good place for marketing. Expo West is really cool. That's a place where you guys could probably really thrive at.
Expo West?
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
It's in March in LA.
Sweet. I'll be there.
That's a fun one because we're at the beach. Usually we get an Airbnb right on the beach.
Wait, what'd you say it's called?
Expo West.
Expo West. Okay. We've gone to the
I've heard of
the
that
LA
one.
Expo. That's what it's literally called.
The fitness sector.
Or LA
LA
Fit.
Fit Expo?
Or
Yeah.
LA Fit's the gym.
Expo West is
That's what, I just don't know the best
debatably
ones
probably
to go to.
it's I mean I think and I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's the largest like health foods, functional fitness, dietary supplement, like health expo in the world. It's insanely massive, and you can't see all of it.
Yeah.
There's not enough time.
Did you guys set up something at this last one
Yeah, we do a booth.
at supply side?
Yeah,
That's why I thought I saw a booth or something.
we got a even bigger booth for next year, and next year we're doing the Dubai Muscle Show.
Oh, that's sick.
That's so sick.
I'm gonna try and I gotta figure out. We're gonna do either FIBO, Dubai Muscle Show. Like we're trying to hit 2 or 3 international shows this next year.
Yeah. You let me know which ones I got to be at and I'll pull up.
You really like for what you do, you should probably be at all of them. Just to be honest with you, because like it. I mean, obviously like pick and choose them, but at some point, y'all will get to a point where you have all the best clients and supplements.
Yeah.
And it'll probably happen faster than you think. And then you'll probably also get to a point where you realize there's also like a lot bigger whales that aren't necessarily just supplements, but there's like functionals, like functional foods like Redefine, like they're like a growth projection because of the market that they're in is just so much more vast. So if they can hit a niche, like their ceiling is just infinite. Same thing with like energy drinks and beverage. NACs, that's a good one you should go to. Like those like have infinite scalability. Whereas like supplements, there's only so much people are gonna buy of like a $70 protein or blah 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 like that. Like there's only so much margin and there's only so much of a demographic of people who are buying that.
Yeah.
Whereas like energy drinks, almost everyone who's above the age of 18 is up to like 40 is buying energy drinks.
Olympia, we went to Olympia. That was a lot of fun. So I'm excited to go to more for sure.
Yeah. Well, they do it in Orlando sometimes too, which I don't care for Florida personally. That's just not my. I don't like Florida.
Not a Florida guy.
I'm not a Florida guy.
Have you ever been to the Panhandle, like 30A and stuff like that? Where do you go to in Florida?
Mostly Orlando.
Yeah.
For the expo.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, and we've got some friends out there. So we like business wise. So like people we know. There's a lot of brands and companies and manufacturers in Orlando. There's a lot in Miami too. But I'll be honest with you, I usually don't mess with the Florida brands.
Yeah.
They're just a different breed. They got a different way of doing things.
Breed.
Yeah, and it just doesn't jive with like the Texas way of doing things. That what I have found.
Yeah.
Is like they just kind of want to move in a different way, and I'm like, it's just different like value system. Whereas like here, I try and be really honest and transparent with like everything that we do.
Yeah.
It's like this is what we do, this is how we do it, this is how much we pay for it, this is how much money we make from it. Like if you like it, good. If you don't, whatever. We're gonna be honest about it. If I can't do it, I can't do it. If I tried and I failed, I'll tell you I'm sorry, and I'll try again, and I'll try and, Florida's different. They'll just kind of like. They're not that way. You get a lot of like, what are they doing over there? I don't know.
You know what's popping off right now is Nashville. There's a lot of brands headquartering in Nashville. I was in Nashville 3 or 4 times this year. I know AN's in Nashville. There's a lot of sports nutrition brands.
Yeah, they just moved out there.
Yeah, their new
Brentwood.
HQ is. I haven't been there yet, but it looks so cool.
Yeah. I like Nashville personally, like as a personal place I like to go.
Yeah,
I'll usually go there once a year.
Kind of like Dallas.
It is. It's a lot like Austin, where it's kind of a small town, little big town. That's kind of what I call it.
The walking city.
Yeah.
Dallas is an Uber city.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
So is Houston. I mean, those are 2 massive cities.
Oh
Right?
yeah.
Like I think that like Houston is like a city. It's like a melting pot of different cultures, and it's just wild.
It's crazy. Like I drive in Houston, and I'm like, okay, there's a bunch of skyscrapers in the downtown. I drive 20 more minutes, and there's another skyscraper area downtown. I'm like, dude, where is actual downtown Houston? It's insane.
Yeah, I think there's 3 technically, like we call like 4 downtowns here. But like Dallas to me is it's like a more polished version of Houston, where like Houston is like just a melting pot. There's just so much.
Yeah.
You can't really like say it's all about this. Like it's just got so much.
Because how far would you say you're out from Houston?
It's about.
Because would you say, yeah, I'm from Houston to people?
Well, I was born in Houston and I lived in Houston. Like,
But like right
when I was
now,
younger.
like you live, because I say I live in Dallas or I'm from Dallas.
it's an hour drive if I go from my house to like Hobby Airport.
Yeah, because that's kind of how I am. I'm
Yeah.
like an hour north of Dallas.
But we're on the last like exit of the Houston metropolis, the metroplex. So like this road that you're on right here,
Yeah.
the moment you go north, it turns into no more street lights and no more buildings or businesses.
Yeah.
Like you'll see farms and cows and trees, and every now and then you'll see something industrial.
Yeah. That's kind of where I
in a gas
live.
station.
Yeah.
I'm building a house in north Dallas.
Yeah, we're outside of it.
Yeah.
Where if you drive a hour south from here, you know, you'll be in the city. Sure, you came this way when y'all came up there. But like it's from here to there, it's just a repeat of suburbs, right? There's like Conroe, Woodlands, right? And then there's like Shenandoah, or it goes Conroe, Shenandoah, Woodlands, and there's like Spring, and then there's like North Houston. So like, and they're all just suburbs. And the further you get out, the like less traffic, the less busy, the less stress. So like when I drive into work, it's literally from the woods to the very tip of what like civilization. So yeah, just the tip. So like I see like 3 traffic lights and there's like 3 cars at them. You know what I mean? So like I don't deal with traffic in my life.
Yeah.
I don't.
Love it.
Yeah. Which was all very like planned. I wanted
Yeah.
to do that. That's why we built our house out where we're at. So like, I don't know. People who live in cities that's not my lifestyle. Not anymore. I used to live in downtown Houston. Like when I was your age, I lived in downtown Austin, like downtown, right in the middle.
Is that where you grew up even before that too?
Kind of for a little bit, yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So before, it doesn't even be about me, but yeah. I lived in like lots of towns in Texas, but I graduated high school in Austin.
Okay.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What school is it?
McNeil. Yeah. It's
We're
the
the
same.
interviewers now.
Yeah.
I gotta flip it around.
Yeah.
Good.
I
McNeil.
actually am curious though.
About the high school?
Or just where you grew up.
So, like, interesting story is like when I went to go work at Nutrabolt, which is, Cellucor, their CEO and the guy who owns it now graduated the same high school that I graduated from, just like 4 or 5 years before me. So I never knew him, but it was just coincidental that we graduated from the same high school.
Small world.
Yeah. I went to 5 different high schools. Oh, wow. So I never was in the same year. Like went to the same high school. Every year I changed.
That's insane, actually.
Yeah. It's kind of a weird childhood.
Whirlwind.
Yeah. A lot of people like stayed, and I'm not like a military person. I just had a crazy life that like sent me around all different places around
I wonder
Texas.
why you're so creative.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I think creativity. There's a talent part. And then there's like a learned part.
Yeah, there really is.
So, I don't like to tell people like I'm some sort of creative savant. That's not true. I'm just good at recognizing patterns, and I will outwork everybody to be good at it, or to teach other people to be good at it. So like, my success comes from the fact that I'm just kind of hard-headed and too dumb to quit doing something. So like I'll
That's
just
how you win
keep it.
90%, 99% of the time.
Yeah. So like when all the things that I've been good at in my life, whether it's been music or sports or any of the things that I've done in my past lives that I was good at, even art. Like I've painted. I was a painter at one point. I was a carpenter at one point doing carpentry. I just kept doing that and being bad at it until I was good at it. That's it. That's the formula.
That's how you win.
Yeah. I guess. I don't know. You lose a lot.
So here we
You
are.
lose a lot during that time. It sucks. So, Yeah, I don't know. That's my soapbox.
When did the creative really start?
Oh, I've always been that way. Yeah. My grandmother was a oil painter.
Okay.
And so when I was like really, really young, when I would spend time with her, I would be painting.
Dude, that's
Were
so
you
cool.
ever in music?
I love that.
Into music?
I was in a touring band.
I was gonna say, I feel like you were in a band. What were you like?
He's got
What
knuckle
were you?
tats. You
I was
gotta
in
be in a band.
2 different touring bands.
Were
One
you
I was
like
a
guitar
drummer.
guy, drummer.
I was a drummer in one and a guitarist in another. Yeah.
That's sick. I wish I knew music and stuff like that.
Oh, dude,
Not
I
at
just
all.
I never did
fake it till you make it, dude. We weren't really good at all. We just competent enough to put on a good enough live show that excited people, and then we were good enough at playing the social game. So like this goes back to like the business thing about like I said I'm like good at bars and like that's I'm good at the scene thing is because from my days of when I was in high school, I didn't really go to high school. Like I was in high school, but like I didn't really go to class that often. Most of the time, most of the people that were in my life were either they were at A&M or they were graduated or they, so my band was. They were like headquartered or centralized in College Station, but I lived way outside in the small town, and I would drive in there and hang out with people who were like 18 to 21 when I was like 15. And so I spent most of my time practicing, like doing band practice, and then on like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we would be somewhere in Texas or in another state playing shows. And then I would come back and do school like Monday through Thursday, but like I would leave early or whatever and go to band practice or something like that. Like I wasn't very good at school, like high school. I didn't like do the typical, atypical thing.
Yeah. And then you got into A&M. Like, did you go to Blinn or did you go to A&M?
I went to ACC, then I went to Blinn, and I started my transfer to A&M. And then that's when Nutrabolt kind of started taking off, and I actually never even went to A&M. I was like in the process of doing that because I was like, I want to do school.
Yeah.
And then everyone that go at Nutrabolt went to A&M. So like naturally you're kind of a part of that world. And
I feel like if you go to Blinn or any of the, like, you go to A&M.
My wife graduated from A&M. So like I don't say I'm an Aggie, but I'm definitely an A&M fan. My grandparents grew up in College Station. So like I've lived my entire like life with College Station being sort of like the hub of my existence. So my whole family, people associated with my family and everything that goes along with like my life has always been based in and around College Station and Texas A&M in some way or another. So like it's just a big part of my life.
Yeah.
And so like I'd always wanted to go there like as a student, but that was not my life path was to like go to college for like the 4-year degree thing. Like just like I had too many opportunities pulling me in different ways that were called me more and I just school was never really my super forte. I understood it and I knew that I probably should do it, but I also knew that what I wanted to do in life didn't necessitate it. I didn't have to go take this course, do this thing to get this job because I never was like, I want to do that job. I always knew that I wanted to own a business that was associated with other businesses that I owned that all kind of had like integration into some sort of industry in which you touched it in all these different ways. Yeah. So like I've always known that I wanted to do that. Growing up, there's like a guy that I knew who owned like an auto body shop. He owned like a mechanic shop that did like other types of stuff, and then he owned like a car dealership, and he also owned a tow truck company. And I was like, you do everything automotive. He's like, yeah, my family has this whole like pipeline of automotive. So like from like the time that somebody buys a car to the time that they like take it to the
there's a monopoly.
Yeah, to get it whatever, just destroyed.
Yeah.
It's like, so you're touching all these points all through the life cycle of automotive. He was like, yeah. And obviously he was very successful. I was like, I want to do that.
Now you're doing all sports nutrition.
Well, yeah, we want to find a way to touch everything. Yeah, you want to find a way to touch everything. Yeah. But like also bring value, like true value where you see needs it, there's white space here because somebody's not focusing on this or they're not able to service it or provide it because of blah, 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 blah. And there's probably lots of economical and like reasonable reasons as to why people don't do that. I definitely see that now on like the plastic side. Like people will think I'm crazy for trying to do what I'm doing in plastics because it doesn't really make sense if you go and look at all the big businesses that are doing that. Mm-hmm. They don't want to touch what I'm doing because they're like, you can't make enough money doing that. But I'm like, it's the iceberg for me. Yeah. you guys just see this top part where I see everything that's under the water is a lot bigger. So like, there's opportunity down there that just it's cold. No one wants to be underwater. So like I kind of see it as like there's opportunity there. So yeah,
That's cool.
let's try it.
Yeah.
Just try it.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
So I see you on the Instagram stories, like doing all this. I'm like, what the? It looks so sick.
Yeah, like, no, it's not. It's fucking boring, dude. It's pills and powders and plastic tubs. Like, the rock star, 18-year-old me would be like, what what are you doing?
Yeah.
You could have been a rock star.
I just think it's a different type of badass of just like diving into new things. It's like new ventures. I think this whole startup process is just so fun.
Me too.
The journey of it.
That's exciting
it's like
to me.
solving problems. Like at the end of the day, we're all just solving problems as business owners, and that's a new problem that you're trying to solve. And
that's why I'm so excited for you guys, because like I see this, because back in the early days of Cellucor, like it was a bunch of young people, and we had this rocket ship, and we were building it, and it was so fun.
Yeah.
And like it wasn't about like, it wasn't super corporatized to a point where like there was departments, but like you said earlier, like you're kind of like a Swiss Army knife. I kind of do a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
That's how it was. Like you just saw where the problem was, and if you had an acumen for that thing, you put that hat on your head, and like I'm the guy now that does shipping. I'm the guy now that does purchasing. I'm the guy now that does quality.
Yeah.
And it's not like they went and like individually went out and like interviewed for these people in the early days. It was just like, hey, we need somebody to fix this thing we got. And then there was somebody who just stepped up and was like, I think I can do that. Yeah. And then they would figure it out, and then they became killers at doing that. And then they got big and started hiring and blah, 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 blah. But like y'all are in that growth stage. That's like the fun part. Mm-hmm. And that is the part that when I was 24, your age, like I got addicted to, because I saw how much fun these guys were having.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, like it's like not only are they creating amazing things, but it's affecting such a wide array of the world. Like imagine like one day you're talking to this guy, you're having dinner with him, and he's like, yeah, we're gonna one day we're gonna make this blah blah blah, and it's gonna be in a Walmart. And it's going to sell we're going to make this much money. Like where I grew up, you didn't think like that. You didn't say, I'm going to do this thing that's going to like impact literally every damn store in the nation and the world. Yeah. And like, you're going to execute, and you're going to do it. You're going to do it by this amount of time, and you're going to net this. Back then it was just like, hey, like, did you see that chick on MySpace? It was like so stupid,
That's dating yourself. Right there.
Yeah. It was so stupid. Right. So like, I know. And so like, but then they did it, and you saw it happen. You'd be like, oh shit, they had vision. Yeah. Like they were operating.
I think that's the biggest
They're operating
skill to have. I think that's a skill too. Like you can actually develop the skill of just like having such strong ideas and putting things into the world that you're gonna do, and just like putting and saying it with confidence of like, I'm gonna do this. And that's kind of like, and that's what solving problems. I think my biggest problem growing up was I wanted to be a Division I football player. But then I was the little white kid in school. I remember a kid in middle school telling me, bro, if you get on a Division I football team, I'll buy your lunch for a whole year or whatever. And I just remember that in middle school. I'm like, I want to fucking do that, because this kid said I couldn't, Yeah. And then that's what, once I actually did that and walked on to the football team, I'm like, holy shit. That was like a full circle of like, I can do anything I want.
You should have hit him up for that lunch, dude. You should have hit him up for that.
I thought about it, but I was like,
I need a chicken sandwich, bro.
Yeah.
I want those waffle fries, motherfucker.
And some Eggos. But yeah, I think that's just such a cool, powerful thing of just like putting shit into the world, saying you're going to do it, and just figuring it out.
That was
so many people in our generation just don't do that.
What was really cool about that too is a skill that you have was the ability to like recruit and like bring people together to like match that vision.
The vision that
like,
he has is insane.
Yeah, and even like when I started doing this, it's hard. Like, especially here because there's very specialized stuff. But like, it's hard to kind of get people to buy in. And, you got to really badger them. You know, you got to recruit. You got to sell them the vision, and then you got to make it happen so they can see, oh, you know, it's not such of a risk after all. Because like, I don't want to uproot my whole life and move over there. What happens if the whole thing just fails, or, you know, how are you going to pay for these people? You know, you got to think about that. Like, hey, if you come here, you're going to get this blah 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 salary, but then you got to think about, oh shit, I got to make that much money to pay this person. Like I remember the first time that we first hired Keely, I had no idea how I was going to pay her. No clue. But I was like, hey, we're doing this thing, you know, be cool. You know, you want to try it? And she was like, oh, I'll give it a shot. And then she was here for like a month. And then I was like, oh, you probably want money, right? And I was like, well, all this money we've made, I didn't account for paying you and me. So I guess I'll just pay you, you know?
Not me.
Yeah, not me.
Yeah.
Perks of being a business owner.
Yeah,
baby.
and yeah, I did that for like a year, 2 years, you know, and then as we got more people, that happened more and more and more, you know, like having to kind of like me take less and have to, until we finally got to a point, it's like, oh, I need to charge this much at least to pay myself, you know, so like better now, but even now, all the people tell me we should charge way more and blah, 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 but like at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to get away from where we're at, where it's like, we're just trying to help people, because I think fundamentally that's what we do. And at some point, you kind of price yourself out of people. And, you know, all my friends tell me, like, just charge way more. Yeah. And I'm like, but what about so-and-so and their emerging brand? And, like, they can't afford blah, blah, blah. And so, like, at least we need to be able to help them do something. But at the same time, we can't do it for free. But, like, we can do it to this point to get them started, you know. So that's the bad business owner in me.
Makes sense.
Too nice,
that's
to
what
a fault.
That's what Dylan. I mean, he was an engineer from Ohio, moved out, like quit his job.
Yeah, what are you doing,
took a
dude?
huge pay cut.
I've lived a couple lives too, kind of like what you were saying. But yeah, it was literally, I was an engineer for 2.5 years, traveling all around the country. And then I was sitting there, I'd get home, I would edit at night for these guys virtually, where I was living in North Carolina, South Carolina, Michigan. And one day this guy just says, name your price. He goes, name your price, quit your job. First thing I threw you, said, all right, let's do it. Next thing, month later, I moved down to Texas full time without ever even stepping foot in Texas. And I was working full time for TVG.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sick. And that's what I think that's the coolest shit. It's just like making our team's dreams come true. And all that. It's like just so badass. Like, just the adversity that comes when you're
serendipity.
there,
It just happens. This guy just showed up one day, and I haven't got rid of him yet.
He was just on a stream and pulled up.
The old office.
He literally just showed up and was like, "Hey, give me a job."
With his resume.
No,
I love that.
He didn't have shit. He had some. He had some brand new shoes.
Some change in his pocket.
Yeah.
The old office was next to the college I went to.
Yeah, our original office was right next to the campus.
What college was it?
Sam Houston.
Oh.
Yeah. It was right in between the college and the prison. Yeah.
Which side did you come
I was
from?
going to say, when you walked up, did you ask
Who
him that?
Do you
knows?
have orange suit on?
Who knows with him? It's always a mystery with old Eduardo. So let's bullshit. Let's go ahead and do
The
this.
segment?
Yeah, sorry.
What are you looking at up there? What's the bullshit?
This is a segment where we go and look at TikToks online and try to determine if whatever they're trying to sell is complete bullshit.
They actually got. I'll tell you right off the bat what it is. It's an AI video. And I need to explain to me why people make AI videos like this.
What is he saying?
It's an AI video ad, and I need to know why people make AI videos like that.
We're gonna have a TikTok guy on here
Show
pretty
me.
soon, like a TikTok agency dude. He's coming from Toronto.
Yeah, let's talk about AI. TikToks.
See if we can decipher if it's AI or real.
No. That's obvious.
You'd be surprised on some of it.
The
The whole new
AI.
Sona, you see
Like
the
the good
Sora.
VFX guys.
It's like you look at their strategy of what they're trying to do, and like you get it, but then like, is what they're selling have any merit to what it is that they're marketing? That's kind of the point.
We have an AI ad out there. Be hilarious to watch.
Does it work?
Oh, it's amazing.
I hope we come across it. I hope we've.
Which one are you
we've
talking
Oh,
probably.
I can show it. You can pull it up.
All right, let's pull it up.
Can you send it to me?
What?
Can you send it to me?
Here, just go on the.
Wait.
Real
Let's
quick.
play this one
Yeah,
first.
play this one first.
because he's already got it pulled up.
Out of us three, who would you go out with?
The one in red. You in the blue shirt, you're way too small.
Damn, I didn't even say anything. Would you maybe want to go out with me, Nika?
Boy, you can't catch all this. Your little self would break in half.
Damn, I really need to put some size on. I'm never gonna get any box. I'm tired of never experiencing
Did you
it.
just say box?
What the fuck?
Is this an ad?
Take your time, little buddy.
Take your chopped ass somewhere and mind your business. But you gotta help me out, man.
Here, take this. It's gonna cost you a good chunk of change, though.
Kigger, are you crazy? I ain't taking that.
Nah, I was just kidding, twin. Take this Turkisterone, natural testosterone support for lean mass, stamina, and energy.
Good looking, homie. All these bitches gonna regret it when I get sexy.
This Turkesterone is worth
Dude.
crazy.
Oh my
bullshit.
god.
Dude, I'm sold.
They can't run this as an ad.
Sign me up.
How many views does it have? Oh, he's huge.
got some box. You can too. What are you waiting for?
Turkesterone is linked down below.
18 million.
What is that? What is that? Is that a 5-year-old on his iPad?
They
Filming
filmed on
it?
a potato at the end.
18 million.
Oh my gosh.
18 million
hilarious.
views on that ad. All right, let's
You
see
know,
the
they probably sold 10.
let's see it. Let's see it. Well, how do you go and see their? Is this TikTok?
If it's TikTok, you can see exactly
Okay,
how
yeah.
many
Let's
they
see.
sold.
Let's see the sales on
Go to
it.
the product.
Turkesterone and Tomcat Ali. We've been talking about doing one of these.
Oh, they're
I went
banned.
wrong.
Oh, they, yeah.
Yeah, they're
There's
cut.
your
They
answer.
dropped them. Damn it, Ed. Okay.
We can find this.
Well, hold on. Go look at the product. What's the name of the product?
Time, little buddy.
Taking that.
I love
Oh,
this.
dude,
Whatever,
they-
whatever
Get
the
me started
opposite,
with
not
the
bullshit.
Turkesterone
I'm here with
wave.
not bullshit on that one.
I was.
They went full send. They really did.
Whatever they
Did
brought
you
up,
ever
boss.
work on any Turkesterone products? Or
All the
anything?
time.
Got it.
Yeah,
All
it
the
was
time.
insane. It was insane.
We
back
still
then.
do. We still do, man.
That's the one.
No sales.
1,300.
That's ratings.
Okay. That,
Oh my gosh, so they're selling a lot.
1,300, 5K.
5K plus in the past month. Holy,
It's working.
they're crushing.
Wow.
There's your answer.
Wow. All right, let's go look at the dosage. See if it's even valid. What do we got? We got 1,000 milligrams of turkesterone. No, we don't. We have 250 Tomcat Ali. We've got 500 mgs turkesterone. We got 250 colostrum. What's the point of the colostrum in there at all? I don't know. This is why we need Joey. He's the one who tells me. That's ridiculous. This product probably, how much are they selling it
Oh,
for?
insane margin too.
Yeah, how much are they selling it for? $39.99. Okay.
For
Well,
sure, cost them $6.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's definitely a value play. And they've, what do they got on here? Oh my God, their listing's crazy. 2 capsules daily with meat.
They use him
Oh, with a meal.
I
thought it
to
said
eat
two.
it with meat. It's crazy.
That would be great.
They're using flavor names as the product section.
Yeah. So weird the way they have this set up. Okay. See, I feel like some people just got some weird cheat code, but this is definitely not. All right, go look at the company and see where they're from. Peak Reveal. Is this their website? This is their Amazon. Do you guys do any turkesterone?
No,
No.
No, sir.
I've done I've taken turkesterone in the past,
Never touched it.
but it's just not real.
So I might touch it.
Well,
now
I don't
after
think it
seeing that
works.
ad.
No, it doesn't do anything.
Joey, if Joey were here, he would explain
he-
to us like exactly what the theory is.
I mean, that ad just explained everything we need to know.
We don't have the wizard here.
Dude, I know whatever
sold.
that ad was on, whatever they were talking about was that. Probably not true. Just gonna put that out there. Okay, Phoenix, Arizona, 24th Street, Suite 114, Phoenix,
You should
Arizona.
look them up on.
You know, the
Meta
label,
Ads
the label
Manager.
isn't like terrible. Like the ad, like the website's not. I've seen way
That was
worse.
a funny ad though.
Yeah.
I mean it captures your attention.
Yeah.
Sure,
That's
that's
how I found it.
Yeah, do you,
real. It's solving a problem.
do you ever
So you can
write
get some
creatives like
box.
that? Huh?
Oh,
Imagine-
pull it up real quick. You gotta
Imagine
pull up
pitching
ours.
that
You'll
to
think it's
Christian.
hilarious.
What is a challenge that we're solving? Not getting enough
Getting
box.
Pitch that to Christian.
I've never
for
heard of
Alpha Win.
Click that and look up Facebook ad library on the search bar.
That was terrible, Ed. Where did you find that?
I was going on TikTok.
So your algorithm has to be
No,
crazy
look up
searching for
Facebook
these.
ad library.
Yeah, he has
gotta
he
be
has account
crazy.
just for this. Like
Facebook
smart.
ad library. Boom. Yep. Category all ads. Search. P8 Patrick. Space O'Driscoll. Odris. I think y'all think this one's hilarious.
Is it full AI?
That there's Pat. Yeah, it's all AI. Go down.
I want to
down.
see it. AI Pat.
so these are just Patrick's.
Oh, okay, right there.
I wish he would.
That's, to the
right
right, that one. You can put it full screen.
AI Pat.
That horror story. The agency that swore they'd scale you, then disappeared faster than your ad budget. We built TVG so we could finally stop apologizing for other people's bullshit. A performance agency built by performance marketers. No gurus, no fluff. Just people who actually live in the data. We're freakishly obsessed with numbers. Like, we celebrate customer acquisition costs the way most people celebrate birthdays. You're tired of paying for another agency partner who treats you like client number 47 on a list.
That's solid.
Do you prompt this?
Yeah.
How do you make this?
So there's literally our editor. I just came up with this whole script, and I just told we have a whole editing team that just works on our ads. I said, I want an AI video, all AI, and I just wrote it all out about like the cowboy hat, all this. Just go and make it. So he went on an AI software and made like
It's probably
100
Sora.
different. It is like it makes like 3-second videos, but then he like put them all together. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then that voice is AI. It's just an AI voice.
Yeah. So that's an audio track.
Yeah. And then you just put them together. You gotta keep playing it. The funny part is right after this. It's so funny.
We turn dead ad campaigns into money printers. And yeah, if your grandma starts Googling couch covers, there's a good chance our data already knows what your core on it. And finally, partner with a team that gives a damn. Every fucking brand's got that horror story.
That's great.
How did it perform?
What? It's doing really well.
Really?
Yeah.
Better than Patrick's?
I don't know. You gotta. I mean, I'm not trying to expose Pat here, but no, it's just something that's so different, and that's like kind of like what we tell our clients. You try to test totally out of the box, like that. That's a hook. Like you see a bunch of clowns and all this shit, and horror story. You're like, okay, that's a hook, but it's actually like gives some good context.
It's also
of what we do.
showcasing storytelling, editing, AI. Like it's
Yeah,
the ad
exactly.
itself is showcasing that.
I just think it's hilarious.
Wow.
So I just have fun with it.
I think Patrick should stand up in his videos.
Show how tall he is.
Yes.
Throwing people
A
off.
lot of
It's
people say that.
misleading.
They're like,
Might scare people.
They're like, dude, you're
No,
a
it's
lot
not
taller
about
than I
tall. It's
thought.
just like he's a tall, slender, handsome guy. He should like show that authority.
Always be by a
because in
doorway.
his videos, like he just kind of looks young.
Yeah.
So like I'd
We'll
be
tell
like,
them that a low angle.
yeah, like
Well, low to high.
because like when
Hero
I met him in
angle.
person, I was like, dude, you're actually like kind of a formidable,
Here's your
presence,
Yeah. So
He's
there's.
got the Clark Kent
There's
hair right
Patty.
there.
Yeah, but in the video, he just kind of looks like he's 20
I
something.
love like the animation ones too. We do some crazy animation ones.
His YouTube videos are very
Yeah.
clean.
Like we do some that are all AI. Like that one to if you go scroll up, down, yeah, very far right one. So that's all AI voice and just animation.
Capped, growth stalled. Something wasn't adding up. So we ran our core growth audit, and here's what we found.
That's literally just all animation right there.
AI animation, or do you have an animator do that?
No, we have an animator that does all
Oh
that.
god, I feel like they probably spent way too much time doing that shit.
An insane amount of time like that.
Homepage and collection-based
All on
layers
Adobe
limit
After
conversion
Effects.
potential. So we rebuilt the structure.
But we have a whole team. They just rip that. That's all they do.
Yeah.
Launched weekly creative testing with fresh.
It's just good different angles,
Yeah.
But that's kind of what you got to do. You just got to try different random shit. Have fun with it.
Do you know what your like best performing ad of all time is?
Yes, I can show you.
All right, let's see it.
It's so random. It's just random ones. Scroll down. Up.
Oh, there's Matt Hoffman. That's cool.
Yep. Up. Keep going up. Keep going up. Keep going up. Keep going. Yeah. Keep. Oh, right there. It's to the right. Yeah, that one. is our best performing ad. This one's been running.
And doing about $16,000 to generate over $134,000 in just 30 days of working together. It wasn't just ads, it wasn't just email, it was our core growth system. From $16,000 to $134,000 in just 30 days. We acquired customers for $15 at a 2.3 ROAS and generated over $55,000 through email. That's the results we achieved for this client in just 30 days of working together. The reason your ads aren't profitable or your emails aren't generating revenue or your growth is stalling, it doesn't have to do with your ads, your targeting, your budget, or maybe even your offer. It's your marketing system. You simply do not have one. Right now, you're patching things together, hiring agencies that focus on only one piece of the problem, testing creatives without a clear strategy, and waiting months to fix what should have been optimized months ago. That is why we built the core growth engine for e-commerce brands. Instead of bouncing between teams for ads,
he's got solution. Yeah, he's got me solved.
Sold.
Yeah, like he really spells it out.
Creatives to test across Meta, optimize email and SMS flows and campaigns to increase lifetime value, and website optimizations to increase conversion rates. That's how we've added over $116,000 for this brand in just 30 days. For this supplement brand, we've generated over $980,000 through email marketing. Or this brand where we immediately added $22,000 of revenue through email. That's why we don't just run ads or send emails. Instead, we build a system that captures attention, converts buyers, and scales your revenue. No long-term contracts, no empty promises, just results. Click the link below and let's map out exactly how we can add $50,000 to $100,000 a month to your e-commerce brand today. How do we?
Yeah, and that's our biggest thing. So say you're a normal person, click the ad, try to hop on a call with Pat. Like what we offer, we're not even selling you the first call. Like what we do is you would hop on a call and we give you a full audit. So that's kind of like what we're not even selling it. It's a free audit to see if you even qualify to work with us. And that's our thing. Like we're not, like you said, we're not hiding shit. Mm-hmm. We're going to tell you exactly how to do it. You can do it yourself. Mm-hmm. We're going to give you an audit and be like, this is the solution. Here's the audit. This is what we would do if we were you. You can do it yourself or we can do it for you. We have a team that does it over and over again.
Well, I'm sure there's like you have to make sure that they kind of have a.
Exactly.
They're a brand that's primed and have a prerequisite to.
Exactly. So like if you were to click.
How much like bullshit do you have to go through? I mean, I feel like.
Yeah. So go to learn more, click a learn more. So kind of like what the next step of that is you go onto this page. Pat talks about our whole process.
It's a landing page.
Yeah. You scroll down and you claim your free audit up there if you click the button. Yeah. So do you run it? So if they click no, they get disqualified, and then you got to put your information, and then you have to qualify. You got to be doing at least X amount. You know, if that makes sense.
Yeah, we do that with our website too.
There's a bunch of bots or whatever.
I was about to say like how many? I mean, they're probably because I take lots of calls of people who are like probably not ready for us yet.
Yeah.
But like I'll still want to help them.
Yeah.
I'll still give them time of day.
Yeah, which we do. But it's just like if we see it's spam or a drop shipping company or another marketing agency or other shit like that, it's like they like get disqualified there.
I would be afraid to run an ad like that for Nature Media.
Like what we did?
Yeah.
Why?
Like that's like too like that. I don't want that smoke, dude. Like we're already so busy.
Yeah.
Like I would not really have enough time to sift through and like audit every single one. Like, are you a good candidate for us to work for? Yeah. Like it would.
We have like a team that does that too. Yeah. Like we have a whole process. Like, okay, boom, they qualify. We hop on a call with them. Okay, they qualify for that because you have to hop on a call with us.
Yeah.
And then if you get through that and we're like, okay, sweet, let's give you a free audit. Then you get passed to our team and it's like, our strategists work on that. So they probably do like five audits a week, 5, 6, 7 audits a week.
Yeah, but how many of those are like winners, like good people you want to work with who have the budget and have the product and have
most just from the constant testing that we've done and that like so many the process that we do, like we have so many people sift through and a team that's like, okay, these are qualified, these aren't, these are qualified, these aren't.
Yeah.
And we do it like.
I feel like what you do, like you could. It might be a little easier scale than what we do because we got to do a lot of man hours to like.
Yeah.
Like when we do a new brand, it's like we're friends for 90 days, and like you're probably like that too. But like we're really friends. Like I need to know lots.
I think that's the hardest thing about what you do. Probably is like it's all perception of like it's not performance. Like okay, this is good. This isn't like some people you can make something that looks super sexy and they're like, nah, I don't like it. It's
well,
like,
it's not even that. Like the long part is like building the supplement facts panel.
really?
Because they're like changing their formulas and their flavors and their co-mans and their packaging types. And it's like, here's the look. We got the look down. We're going to spend another 3 months trying to make this into a real thing because you're still running through R&D. Yeah. And like, you don't know if it's 125 calories or 130 calories. And like, they're still like, well, maybe if it's this flavor, it's this, but I don't really like that. That drives the cost on this one a little bit. I'm trying to get this price in my COGS. So we readjusted the formula for this. And then now it changed the size of the packaging for that. And so like, can I get another mock-up? And so it's like, we're just kicking the can for like 2 or 3 months. And that's a part of the process because they still need it designed and done, but like making it look like something and building a format, like, you know, we'll do lots of different looks and get people where they want to be, but like eventually we land there. But some people do it on like, you know, real quick, and some people it takes forever. So like, I don't know. That's why I feel like I'd be almost afraid if I ran an ad like that. Like, what type of demons would I be introducing into our workflow? You know,
that's what I'm saying. It took us a long time. It took us. I mean, we've been testing for over a year of that stuff, and it's finally been cracking the past like 6 to 8 months. So we spent a lot of money to crack it.
Did it help when you changed your branding?
100. I mean, we don't have data to back it up, but I think 100% brand recognition of like, okay, sweet, because that's only one marketing funnel that we have. So we have our ads, then we have Pat's YouTube channel, or our TVG YouTube channel, which we work on a lot. Our LinkedIn, you probably see us all over LinkedIn. We do that a lot. But you can see an ad. It looks the exact same as our, you know, YouTube channel, which we also do the gifting and stuff like that. And we have the hats and everything. Everything like coincides with one another.
You got your affiliates.
Yeah.
I got to be at least got to be like a top
Oh,
referral.
100%.
I got to be at least a top.
Yeah. TK crushed. Yeah. We have a referral program. So then we just, you know, TK refer us some dream partners. We work with them. They scale, make more money, then work more with TK. TK's getting paid.
It's a revolutionary thing.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun
full
having
circle.
good partners, and that's what one of my main jobs is just like being out, having fun, working with our partners. I love it.
Yeah.
So I think it's huge having that, and gives you so much authority being with so many cool people. Yeah.
How'd y'all get y'all's first client without proof of success?
What was our first client that we had proof of success?
How'd y'all get y'all's first client before proving that what y'all do actually works?
Fuck. That's the hardest part.
Yeah, like so if you guys didn't hear, Ed's question was like, how did you get your first client and have like a proof of success?
Okay, so
I think he was saying landing a client without any proof of
success. How do you get a client?
That is hard. A lot of selling.
Yeah.
And a lot of just, I mean, not bullshit, but like.
Well, you kind of had proof of success because you had your own brand previously.
That is huge. So that's kind of why, because I had a brand, Yoke Club was the brand that I had that blew up on TikTok. And so it did really well. And it like, all of my athletes were sponsored by Rise. And then I was with Nick Stella and we were doing this and I was at their HQ. So that gave me authority of like, okay, I'm working with Nick Stella and Rise with my athletes and I'm working with all these people, you know? So I think that gave me authority, but in our marketing for a sense, like that gave us our clients. But when we first like actually crack success, then it's like, then it's the cheat code.
Yeah.
Then like, okay, we see results. Okay, can we do this over and over and over again? And now we're at that point where it's like, not the easy part, but easier than it was of, okay, sweet, we have results. We can do this. Now we're confident as fuck. Let's go. Let's
for like new potential clients out there who would be calling you up, like what would you want to tell them about TVG?
Send off. If you want to scale your brand and actually work with some badass people, have fun doing it, we're the people. That's really it. If you want to bring not only like I covered a lot of the email, the nerdy ads, all that shit, but people that actually give a fuck about your brand, your people, we are those people. There's so many slime bag, sleazy fuckers out there, but if you really want it dope community, dope people that are going to have your back, that do go above and beyond, we're those types of guys. If you work with TK, he does that exact same thing with his clients.
You just got to care.
You got to care.
You got to care. It's
you,
not
and
all.
You got to have fun and bring energy. And that's what so many brands, it's like, you have to have passion. So many people can see passion through, even I see the labels that he does, like this, we were talking about Redefine, Skippy, like how they totally changed that. That shows passion, and that bleeds into the customers. They see it and they feel passionate about that product. You know, you can feel that on marketing and ads and copy and all of that. It's like, do you want people that are actually passionate about your brand, or do you just want a Walmart budget, whatever? Like, so different. It's a different game. So I think that's the biggest thing I'd want to tell people. If you want to actually win, and people that actually care and want to win, that's what we're about. We're all about winning, solving problems, having fun, baby.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go get something to eat. This has been the Suppworks podcast. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming.
Appreciate you letting us.
It's been a pleasure.
You so much.
It's been wonderful. I learned a lot. Got a lot more to learn. You guys hit up TVG on Instagram. Got a website?
Yes, sir. The Visionary Group.
The Visionary. Go check it out. Tell them TK sent you, because
Yep.
I like them to tell. Oh yeah.
Use code TK at checkout. Yeah. Thank you so much, TK. This has been so much fun. Glad we could be out here. And if you're watching this too, work with this guy. Absolute beast.
Don't call me.
You just got done saying that. I can't take on more clients.
We'll see you guys next time. Later.
Thank you, man. Thank you.